Welcome again to another edition of the Logins Hour. Too loud. Alrighty, welcome to another edition of the Logins Hour. Today is Thursday. I want to welcome all of you here again to another edition of the Logins Hour. I want to say good morning, good evening, good night, depending on which part of the world you are currently. And I was away for Saturday and Tuesday show. I apologize for that, and I promise to try to be more consistent because I had some other engagements, so I was catching up. I didn't know excuse, but I was just catching up with something. So today I want to say thank you for joining me again. Thanks to all of you people who always come here and make this show yours. I'm so grateful because of you. I'm strong enough to always come here and have this show. So today, today's show gonna be a little interesting. That's why we say talk your own. On a talk your own today, we ain't gonna stick to a specific topic. We're just gonna be everywhere because there are too many things happening around the world that we have to talk about. So I know a lot of people busy by this time. It's just 7:03, and the weather is changing gradually. So we are having shorter night and longer day. So I know most of my followers will be at the park, either on a grill or maybe watching something somewhere or playing some kind of soccer game or something going on. Because I remember somebody called me over the weekend. The person was like, "Hey, is there a way can you adjust your show to at least 9 o'clock?" I said, 9 o'clock? What are you talking about? 9 o'clock is too late. I can try to adjust the show, but not at 9 o'clock. Because I know right now people at the park, everybody having fun. So I could work on something, but I can work on making the show a little sooner, but no later than that. I can rest assured that I can get the show to 9 o'clock. Yeah, that was the person concerned. I do appreciate the person concerned. The person was like, hey, if this show when you carry to 9 o'clock, we really appreciate because we have this and this going on. But I really appreciate you too for stepping up to know that this show is important as well. It's not just me. Like I said, anybody want to participate on the show, this is yours. This is for every well Liberian living in any parts of the world. So you don't necessarily have to be in Indiana to make use of this platform. This platform is yours. This platform belongs to every Liberian. So anybody can make use of the platform as well. So if you feel you have some issues you love to talk about, you have some burning issues that you feel worth discussing, talk about it. Talk about it. All right. So welcome, Edwin Deline. Thank you for following me again tonight. Hey, Edwin Deline, I'm picking down that beat. Yeah. So to all of my people out there, um, I want to say welcome again to another edition of the Logan's Hour. On the Logan's Hour tonight, we're going to be touching too many things here tonight. And like I said, I will be going into politics, but not too in depth when it comes to politics. It's just all about Liberian politics, about the current happenings in Liberia. And Before we go too far, let's appreciate um, the Liberian Association of Indiana, the youth wing. Sis Fatima family. Sis Fatima family over the weekend, she had a successful program. She had a successful show. She had a youth forum uh, at 3130 Lafayette Road. And I can rest assure you, it was a success. I was there as well. And the community showed up. That I'm so happy. The community showed up to the youth forum. We were in support of that youth forum. And we had two topics that were under discussion at the youth forum. One of them was gender equality, and the second topic was youth involvement. And at a certain point in time, it was so interesting to the point that everybody never wanted the forum to end. And I want to say thank you to Sis Fatima family. For the looks of things, I think we need more of those engagements. The community is looking up to more of those engagements. It's healthy for us, young people, old people, middle class people. We select specific topics and we just have the discussion on it, because when it comes to gender equality, when you and the rest of the folks, few people that what's his name, Mr. Fela Knuckles, he was there from the Liberian Association side representing himself. According to what he said, he wasn't representing the institution, the Liberian Association. But this program was by the Liberian Association Youth Wing. So the discussion was so important. And we called on Sis Fatima family to at least let's keep the kind of conversations going on. And let's get everybody involved. This time around, let's make the publicity more that there will be more people participating. To my brother David Gertie, what's up, my dear brother? Yeah, so we look forward to seeing you, David, too, at this youth forum. The next youth forum that are going to be organized by the youth chair. It was so important, and I was surprised to see lots and lots of people from the community show up to the youth forum. So if you don't know what the youth forum was all about, I have too many videos and pictures here. I ain't going to display it. Let me just play one of the videos so you can see what was going on at that night.
Youth that want to be president, so that we all can grill them and see whether they can serve the interests of this community. I know I'm no longer a youth. You guys say I shouldn't be here, but I forced my way through just to make sure my points are heard. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
So it's just an essence of what's going on. There are too many questions and answers, and more people participated. But it just tells you from the various topics that were discussed, youth involvement and generational how to call this gender equality. There were too many people involved. There were too many discussions, and some people who have seen in this community, and I have never heard them talk anything. And trust me, I was shocked. I was shocked when some of them were speaking, and I heard them speaking from their guts, speaking of their mind, and telling you how they feels about the community. Especially when it came to youth involvement, asking the question, do you think between the older folks and the younger folks, who are those really tearing the community apart? That way, I listened to people speaking, the SYZ and the rest of the other folks. I was like, whoa, I was intrigued. I was like, meaning there's more work need to be done. There's more work need to be done. From the response we have from some of our people who were there, we could tell that some people stay having little anger from from some stuff that went on back in those days, some unresolved issues that we could have solved long ago, and we just brush over it and just move on business as usual. And I think this youth forum will cool some of the tension in the community. Yes, so I want to say kudos to the organizers, though I serve as the MC at the program. But I want to say kudos to Sis Fatima family and her team. This forum was so important, and the rest of the community and the rest of the folks who went there at this forum, I know they all appreciate what went on at this youth forum. So if you live in the Liberian community of Indiana, this announcement, I wasn't paid to do this, but I just have to do it because I live in a community, so I have to do it if I see this kind of announcement though. So the Liberian Association of Indiana Incorporated will be having her general meeting. uh to say here, our next meeting is scheduled for April 24th, 2022 at 4 o'clock p.m. So the next meeting, the next general meeting for the Liberian Association of Indiana will be on April 24th, 2022 at 4 o'clock p.m. Venue. If you haven't seen this flyer, just get ready and take the address. The address is going to be 55 South State Avenue. On the agenda, they say what will be discussed. On the agenda will be our budget and the Judah 26 program, among others. So you already got it. On the 24th, there's going to be a meeting. You can show up for the meeting on the 24th. If you live in Liberian community, please show up for the meeting on the 24th. It's going to be all Liberian thing. Thank you. And August 13th, we have something coming up. If you don't know, start getting ready. Start getting ready. I'm saying it. I have purchased my shoes. My shoe is on the way from China. Because you know Chinese men now. That we're gonna buy on a dinner for. My shoe on the way from China. I got a real red shoes, man. With I don't know if I'm maroon on the shoe, but red shoes. August 13th. This time gonna shake. If you don't know, now you have it. August 13th will be our brother, Honorable Yan Volule. August 13th will be his wedding. I'm encouraging everybody, small boy, big man, young person, old person, everybody. Let's show up for our brother wedding. Let's show some love. They saying love will show more. That will make people, they were confused. How did people showing love to this person that I want us to show Mr. Yan Volule the same love. So get ready. August is around the corner. August 13th is right here. But if you don't know, there's one powerful department within the Liberian Association that even me, sitting behind this microphone tonight, I never thought that department could be or can be used as a medium to unite this community. I never thought so. Surprisingly, the program that was held just 2 Saturdays ago, it proved it very right that the youth department of this community can unite this entire community. The youth department, if we invest into the youth department and the youth department have more forums like what we had the gone time and invite the rest of the community and everybody come out to voice their anger and their grievances and whatever, we can solve those problems. Though we said it was all youth activities, 4 to 6 was the younger generations. Then from 6 to going forward up to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, it was to be uh, the youth and young adult, as they call it sometimes. But notwithstanding, the entire program started after maybe 10, 11 o'clock, but it was fruitful. It was fruitful. I want to say thank you to the former president of the Liberian Association, Mr. Alvin T. Penner. He said it. He said I know he in 40 or almost in 40, but he still considered himself as a youth. He was always present when the young people having something. Since Miko Koke, the vice president, show up, but because we were never ready according to the setup, and we're waiting for more people to come because this program was intended to reach to the young people in majority. So she had to leave because she had some business schedule. But we'll also want to say thank you to Honorable Vice President for showing up. Your presence was more important to this all important program as well. So if you wasn't there, I can't Jeremiah Sele. Jeremiah Sele, you promised me to be at the program here. He that sent me text, I want me to call me. All right, so all those are the program. I want to say thank you so much. I can't play all of the videos. I have all the videos and thing here, but some are so long. I just play a little absence of it just for you to see how it was looking. Everybody seated, and when the question is posted, you can come on and answer the question. And they go to the next person, Mr. Joseph Sele, Morris Duo, and SYZ, Tito Harris, Eugene Doswa, Fela Knuckles, and Peter Howell, Pamela Kwese, Ricky Gone, Ase Gofen. All of you that make it to this program, Rose, man, trust me, my house all to you guys. You guys made us proud at Gone Time. And I'm looking forward to more of these. We want to use the youth department to unite this community. Trust me. See what will happen in there. Just see a little of it when the former president was speaking.
Youth that want to be president so that we all can grill them and see whether they can serve the interests of this community. I know I'm no longer a youth. You guys say I shouldn't be here, but I forced my way through just to make sure my points are heard. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
All right. Now you hear that. That's the voice of the former president, Mr. Alvin Penner, Representative Hopeful, Magibi County. The people in Liberia, they all looking at us small. You know, when somebody sit down, they look at all we hear, they say, oh, they want it. They won't be this, they won't be deal waiting for them to come. When they come, they will put out, or they will be resistant on the ground. But I can rest assure you, we taking the next representative for district number 8 will come from right here in this town here. Right here in Indianapolis. And we have two candidates who considering the seat. We have Mr. Penner, who have been consistent, and we have political revenue. So we're still looking yet. But notwithstanding, whoever become the candidate of the day, whoever become the lawmaker of that district, also become our lawmaker. You also make us proud. We hope and pray that you just do the right thing when you become lawmaker. So before I go further, let me just send this link quick. Okay. All right. I think you've been following the news today. There was a breaking news. Black people have made history in the United States again. For the third time. Kamala Harris. Now we have the Supreme Court. We have this lady. Mrs. Mrs. Jackson. So black people have made history. This is what we're talking about. This is why we're talking about. The Senate confirmed President Joe Biden Supreme Court nominee. So Mrs. Jackson's today, she was confirmed on today, Thursday, in a historic vote that paved the way for her to become the first black woman to serve on the highest court in the nation. The tally was 53 to 47. This is the beauty of democracy. Can you imagine the reason why I like this country here, right? This nominee came from another side, which is the Democrat. But during the confirmation proceeding, she was voted also by the Republican. This is the beauty of the United States of America. Unlike in our country, the country where I'm from, they will say, because that person is part of our party, even if that person is qualified or that person is not qualified, I can't vote for him because he's not part of our party. We got to carry our own. For today, during the confirmation proceeding, the tally was 53 to 47, with Republican Susan Collins and Mary Maid Reming of Utah and Alaska joining Democrat to vote in favor. You see the thing what I'm talking about? That 2 votes that came from the Republican side secure her today. The black people, they are proud. They are proud. We want to say, God, congratulations to Mrs. Jackson. We hope you serve the American people. And we're looking at all of the black people living in the United States. Once you live here and become citizen here, naturalized by whatever means, don't shy away. Get involved. Change the life of somebody. Change your community. You can do it. Don't let nobody, that inner voice that say to you, you can do it. What make you think people that you can do it? Don't listen to that inner voice. Say to yourself, I can do it. I'm capable of doing it. When David Gertie can do it, then I can do it. I can do it. If you've been following the news today, some of you know about or heard, or some of the younger ones don't know who they call, who was Thomas Sankara. And there was a breaking news that came out today about the late Thomas Sankara, that Blaise Compaoré, the former president, was involved with the death of Thomas Sankara, and he was sent to lifetime imprisonment for conspiring to the death that led to a good person as Thomas Sankara, the man who came to power, and he was selfless. The man who came to power, and he never wanted to gain wealth, but he was more concerned about transformation. Burkina Faso former president Blaise Compaoré has been sentenced. So he gone to jail for a lifetime. This is a lifetime imprisonment for the murder of former president Thomas Sankara by the military tribunal in the country. Sankara was murdered along with 12 others of his compatriots on October 15, 1987. Some of you and I were born. Some of you and I were born. We're talking about in the 80s. Men all the way around since the 60s. And we stay here. We just a snake. When we go far, then we pee our skin again. We'll come back. All right. So those of you live in the community that always follow the show, don't forget on the 24th, the community will be having her general meeting, and the general meetings will be discussing the budget, and also they'll be planning for the Judah 26 program. So you can go there and make your input as to what do you want to see for this Judah 26 program. We don't just want people sitting home and do not participate and just sit and criticize every time. We want people who will sit in those meetings and make some meaningful contributions as to how the community go next, what steps the community take, which kind of program you want to see. And listen, let me just add this to it. Not just going to the meeting and sitting and contributing, but also pay your dues. Pay your dues. It's important to pay your dues. If you pay your dues, it gives you the right to speak to any issues of concerns. The due is so small to the point where, if you think about it, you can pay your whole year dues in the twinkle of an eye. Can you imagine? You're paying $5 a month. 5 times 2 at what? That's 60. $60 a year. So it's easy. It's easy. Pay your $60 and have your voice. Pay your $60 and have your voice. Don't ignore the dues payment when it comes to the organization, because that's where the organization survive on. You know, no institution survive without money. We need you to pay your dues. So I have somebody who want to contribute here just for a few 15 or 20 minutes. He said he will not be long because he has some other engagement. Y'all know the man. I'm going to call your name for somebody can say, oh, who the person. Leah is suspend. Soon the man chauffeur, you'll be like, whoa. All right. Let me bring my brother on. Brother, how are you? The scientist.
How are you doing?
Brother. Also computer.
That's everything. I following the show very holistically.
I know. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, my man. You know, I just tell the people that the people have a meeting coming up on the 24th, and the meeting on the agenda, they said we'll be discussing the budget and also the plans for the Judah 26 program coming up. So I tell everybody to be part of that program if you live in the community, and also not just be part of the program, but try to pay your dues to have your voice.
Yeah, we are guilty of the issues that we have not pay our due yet due to bad malpractices, So
But man, you gotta call that thing man. You gotta call that thing Let's pay the
no,
dues.
because we are working with the association
Mhm.
via the youth chair doesn't mean that we have been bought.
Yes, I
Yeah,
understand, but
we
it's important that we pay the dues, Jerry.
it is important, but we stand by principles, bro.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
let's face it, because you'll be going to election November. If you do not pay your dues, how do you expect to change the status quo?
The starter code can be changed by so many variations and deviations, not just by paying dues. But that's not the reason we are here today. That's complete different topic you're trying to bring on.
I know.
I will pay my dues. I will pay my dues. I will pay
I
my
know.
dues.
I
I will pay
know.
my
But
dues.
also, let's encourage people to pay their dues.
Exactly, exactly. Man, how you doing?
Man, we can't give up. We here. We here. I was just giving my little intro talking about the community first, because I'm about to step on toes. I'm about to step on Unity Party High, about that so-called soup kitchen as well. You know, I'm fixing
No,
fit.
man, we are the next. We are the next in line to be the political party in Liberia, the ruling political party. So we're not worried. We're not too there.
Okay,
We,
then
we
let's
are the
just
only
start the politics right away now.
we are the only
Hmm.
option for the Republic of Liberia right now.
You sure?
The United Party is the only option for the Republic of Liberia.
So looking at all the disintegration, you think the Unity Party going to win 2023 election?
My brother, let me tell you,
Hmm.
what made mathematics constant is by numbers and variables.
Yeah.
You have to look at the numbers.
Hmm.
The numbers, when you look at the numbers, the probability that United Party may win any other political party regardless of the disintegration, it's
Hmm.
true that we have a team that strategize.
Hmm.
We are the only one that the ruling establishment is afraid of so far.
Hmm.
So at the end of the day, we're not to tear. We're being a runner up. I will not promise you winning the election one on the first round. But
Yeah.
in the runner up, we have the ability to bring to integrate other political party,
Mm-hmm.
we can gravitate them to
I'm bringing
us.
somebody on to come cause no, yeah. Young Volule coming for you. Let me send a
Nobody-
minute late.
But since bring ya on. I think my 15 minutes will be more today because
Okay.
I don't have too many things on my hand that I will have to leave as soon as possible. So it's okay. Let my brother come on.
I'm bringing my brother on. What? You
No
can say that
problem.
kind of thing right now. You say with all the disintegration, Unity Party is second in line.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we give the facts.
All right. But Jerry, let's face the fact, right?
Yeah.
Something came to my mind today that I wanted to talk about, but I said Jeremiah, Race Basigia, and McKay, the rest of you are going to go down high with me on it. The whole issue about the soup kitchen. Do you see that in the look realistic or just politically motivated?
It's politically motivated, brother. Don't live by rumors.
So
Not
you know the
funny
part of
rumor.
soup kitchen, right?
Yourself, that's why you actually think.
Yes.
So rumors, my brother. That thing is a rumors.
Yeah, because I was confused. I like, why do people never organize soup kitchen and wait few minutes to election? Now they have soup kitchen. I was confused about that. And Ame Mura kept stressing on the soup kitchen that the soup kitchen going to bring change to Liberian. They will have vocational school there to learn trade and all the things. I like, well, if you go to election 2023 and you lose the election, will that soup kitchen stay exist?
It will still exist,
You sure?
bro. We are the only party.
Mm-hmm.
Like in recent time in the history of the Republic of Liberia
Mm-hmm.
that left national scene, which is we lose the elections as a ruling party
Mm-hmm.
and still remain forceful in our national debate, in our national politics.
It's true.
It never happened for MPP. It never happened easily for the Chui party and other party in the history of the Republic of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
And if we still look at the census on all national radio stations, on all communication media, it is
Mhm.
glaring and clear that the United Party remain hopeful for the Liberian people. Look at Spoon do the consensus, OKF do the consensus, JMB is always number one,
Mhm.
CDC always number two,
Mhm.
and my brother Young going to defend a party who is confused and discombobulated the ANC. Yes, it's discombobulated. There's still not very will be in court until we finish the entire electoral process.
But excluding coming from this team, Joseph Walker team, I don't think Ambassador Walker will see the end of the tunnel.
You know, let me tell you, you're a political commentator or you already analyze and close the debate. Because now you're not being neutral. And if you say that, I will ask you why you say that.
Because the
Mhm.
only fear that the opposite, that means the ruling party had was the CPP, not Unity Party. But now looking at the disintegration of the CPP, give the ruling party a chance to breathe.
No. That's
Mhm.
that's why we thought. First of all, you gotta go back to the recent senatorial elections that were had.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Just know that the masses are tired of the CDC regime. So
Okay.
they are not going to give them any validation, or they are not going to have any sympathy on it doing voting.
Make can't on. Don't be chewing talk on me. Yeah, you can't be coming radio Kigali. Go ahead, Jerry.
So if you look at the history and you look at the facts
Uh-huh.
from the senatorial and the by-elections that were held and all of those elections that passed in recent time, it is clear, and we should establish that the Liberian people are not voting CDC on sympathy.
Okay.
The people have lost complete hope in the CDC-led government. Even the CDC stronghold, their constituents, their strongholds, is already in the hands of the oppositions. Now, within the opposition, who's the biggest hand? The biggest hand in the opposition is the Unity Party.
Unity Party.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
So now, let's give Alexander Cummings an edge, like on the side, and say, okay, we give him third place.
Uh-huh.
Let's say Liberty Party, they are divided.
Mm-hmm.
But within the divisions and the split within Unity Party, this is a common analysis, the split. The people that are leaning towards the Unity Party are the people that have the majority within the Liberty Party.
It's true. I agree to that.
You look and give us the whole of Grand Bassa County.
It's true.
They don't can give us 70 to 75% of CDC stronghold, Mosorado County.
Until now.
Mosorado. What you say? What you see nothing now?
I think his popularity is actually diminishing.
It's actually you use a very contextual word. It's actually diminishing, but you didn't say it's diminished.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can rejuvenate the
Yeah,
people.
put your phone into landscape. Yeah.
We can rejuvenate the aspiration of the
There you
Liberian
go.
people.
Thank you.
And Direct Dollar has the ability to do that. He has the ability to do that.
Mr. Logan, you want to debunk the man? Go ahead.
No,
Go
the
ahead.
people can come.
Yeah.
So when we look at all of these statistical evidence that is glaring before our eyes, the United Party, the ANC is dead. The
You
ANC
think
is
so?
dead. When the ANC and the government of the Republic of Liberia will leave the code before the coming start to run, and we don't even know if it's true, if coming will even be allowed because it's a criminal case on the man. If he found guilty, then he can run. So I will encourage my brother people that young that causing not for the ANC to start trying to find a way out of that party, because if the party is already decapitated, dilapidated, then what the essence of you wasting your time? We have been always stable from the time United Party was founded. We have always been a stable political party, or peaceful political party. Look at what happened to the guy from Lower County, our senator. You see how we handle that case?
Who, Brandon Samuka?
Yes.
How did you handle that case?
Very professionally.
I think he felt that
he was betrayed.
That's
No.
I want to say
He was
betrayed.
betrayed.
Why you
He
gotta
was
understand?
betrayed.
I think Brandon Sanders. I mean, say Brandon Samuka felt abandoned.
No, that you know, there is politics. We don't want to be like ANC who trap themselves with the government. You cannot fight the ruling establishment, the Arizona Cummings, who now he's trapped.
Okay.
We are playing our party. We are playing a polity that is very unilateral, that is very centralized and peaceful. We are not going to go into any chaos.
Okay.
That will make the masses and the Liberian people to have negative thought of the Unity Party. So what we do is we are playing politics according to what the code says. We follow the rules of law. We are law-abiding party. We're not an ANC that changing the regulations, the books, and changing things around to fit them. We follow what the court proceeding says. It says that this man cannot be seated. Okay, we provide another candidate. That's the right way to go, to follow the law, not to go against the law.
Okay.
So he's not abandoned.
Okay.
And before Yan come on,
go ahead, Yan. You coming on shortly.
When it comes to Brandon Samuka, the candidate that a United Party put on recent time, he's in support. He in support, because if that candidate win, if you put that candidate up in low for that candidate win, we're going to fight the case to make sure that the man is clear, because he didn't steal the money. He just mismanaged forms. He reallocated the forms in a negative way, in a way it was not expected to be. But overall, at the end of the day, my brother, as the red thing the United Party doing, we have good strategies, and we're doing the red thing.
So in short, you told Brandon Samuka to just wait when Ambassador Barker become president, you'll get him full executive clemency.
We can be speaking everything. Your platform is big. Your platform is big. Anything that happens, that everything will be same. Before they say, "Oh, why you pull out?" No. We follow, as far as concerned, we're fighting the laws. What the constitution say, that's what we're fighting for now.
I like that. All right, Honorable Yan Foluda, come in. Do you agree to what Jeremiah is saying?
I disagree big time.
Okay.
I disagree big time, because I'm so disappointed. I would say that, because a young potential, very smart, energetic man of my time, of my generation, of this 21st century generation, is sitting on this platform, on national platform where all young people are looking up to him. All young people are looking up to him to learn and defending a failed system of Joseph Boakai. A failed system. The system that get him and myself here today, that we are suffering, and we left our country to look for a greener pasture because of people like Joseph Boakai. Yes, I'm so disappointed that a young man, where my child will wake up tomorrow and say, "Oh, you see Jeremiah, what I want to be like Jeremiah." He's sitting on this national platform to defend Joseph Newman Boyka, who have done nothing, who have done nothing for the length of time that he has spent in government. He has one penny to prove to the Liberian people that this is what I have done to change the ordinary Liberian, the ordinary Liberian life.
Jerry, the man coming too strong.
To be sitting here and defending that type of system. You know, Joseph, the like of the Joseph Boyka, now these are people that they only defend the system that work for them, not the system that work for me, my generation, and the incoming generation. Yeah.
Do you think Comey will be on the ballot 2023?
Absolutely, 125%. Yes.
So do you think 100% that Comey will be exonerated from this case?
125%. I will put 25 on that 100% you're talking about.
Jerry, so the man just said something. The man said Mr. Boyka belonged to the field system. Do you agree to that?
No. you know, yeah is noted for doing that kind of propagandist politics where they just run around with information that is now that's sentimental. And that's what he's doing right now. When we're talking about Kennedy now, we should not be talking about field system. We make the system feel. When you telling me Alexander Comey had worked for Coca-Cola for all these years when Liberia was going through civil crisis, what did Alexander Comey did for the Liberian people? No, let me tell you, we have to change the mentality of wasting hand over. Where we live in America for years, when we retire, then we tell Liberia to be the trash can. No, I'd rather have somebody who has been in the system, fixing the system, working with the system. Joseph Boyka has been in politics for almost over 30 years. There is nowhere in the history of the Republic of Liberia he has been charged for any corruption scandals, for any malpractices.
Yeah, he had never been audited. Never in his life been audited.
My brother.
So we can't say he had he had no corruption scandal on him. For the 7 years, my brother, for the 7 years of government services of being in government. You know, everything that Joseph Boyka does, Joseph Boyka have not stood up to even advocate for a system that not working for the ordinary Liberian. Prove to me one point where Joseph Boyka stood against certain bad wrongdoing in the country, like he fought against it thoroughly and stood against it and was firm on it. Show me the proof.
My brother, let me educate you. When you sleep tonight, when you go to bed tonight, you should go back and have dream about what the late Amon Sawyer said about Joseph Newman Boyka.
May peace be on your artists.
Exactly. Because of his stance on national issue, they had to make a decision to dismissing of opposition so that they can have some plan for some things to happen, because somebody reported him that he was very technical at his job. Even when he was working, I mean, it's clear. It's clear. So this man had a record of sincerity. There's the only man who, let me tell you, Joseph Boyka refused for any of his children to participate in Liberian politics when he was vice president, because he felt that he didn't want to practice nepotism. But Eddie children was in the same government when Joseph Boyka was refusing for his son to take part in governance. Joseph Boyka worked 12 years without anybody pointing to him for anything like such of malpractice. How can you say he's part of the corruption? And for one fact, Jan said something that is very, very bothering to me. And it gave me some goosebumps. But
what's that?
Yeah, you know what's that? You know what's that? The brother said Joseph Newman Boyka is part of the problem in Liberia, knowing that he and we are also part of the problem. This is how Jan is part of the problem. Jan is supporting somebody who is in his embryonic state of politics, his baby state of Liberian politics, and finger him authoring document. If he can author the CPP document,
point of correction, he has not been found guilty. He has not been found guilty.
Allegedly. Listen, allegedly. Even though he refused to bring the original from the non-original, no problem. Allegedly. So that man will go to the executive mansion or say, ching our constitution allegedly. You see, these are the people. Do not support people you don't know. In recent time,
Yeah.
Dr. Cassette went to Liberia. People that yarn and say Dr. Cassette was an option next to ANC.
I did not. I don't even know him. I'm not even utter his name from my mouth before. That's what I said. I'm not even utter his name from my mouth before.
So let me give you the history.
Go ahead, Len. Let me
give you the history of this ANC. The ANC is a predicate son to the CDC.
Okay.
If you want to be very, very specific, ANC is a predicate son to the CDC. They are alternative to the CDC because they didn't find a way doing the CDC convention when they broke away. And they found the ANC. So they're using it as an communist as a frame. That's why you see most of the ANC people behavior is very, very like CDC behavior. They are very out of character. They do not know how to discuss the issue properly. They go to get mad. They go to get upset. Most of the ANC people, they hear the CDC. They're arrogant. They're arrogant. I'm telling you.
Am I arrogant?
I mean, you just starting with ANC. That way you for before the election, we see you all what they play here.
Okay, somebody asked a question here, Mr. Edwin DeLine. Let me just get a question to Mr. Jeremiah Silly. So this is Mr. Edwin DeLine question here. He said, my brother, your party is the only party that left in power after 12 years and don't even have money to maintain your party headquarters. So what are you people coming to tell us again that will convince us to vote Unity Party again? He's in Liberia.
Okay. First of all, my brother, thank you for your question. If that party headquarters can make people to vote, then I think Mr. Benedict party headquarters the new party headquarters he built for Labour, the substitute Liberty Party will win the elections. If we're looking at party headquarters, then Dr. Cassette will win elections. But that's not the issues. Who told you that United Party broke? Have you asked United Party to give you a national budget? No, we don't do off spending. We have the vast majority of the people. We don't have to be buying papers and Jeep all around. The Liberian people need to eat. The Liberian people need the basic things. They need electricity. They need rest. You know, the party headquarters you want to look at to validate. Let me tell you, I'll be real here. The ANC, yes, it is not coming, has enough money. But look at his off spending. To be bribing people to leave one party headquarters to another. But now, he do not understand the dynamics and the dialectics of the modern progressive politics in Liberia. And there is it. You spend your money in Liberian people will eat it. You spend your money in Liberian people will eat it. So when you come and start flashing money, Liberian will eat it. Let me tell you, Direct don't tell you that he had less than $100 US when you're running for senator.
Yeah.
But he won with the highest population in the history of the Republic, even beyond the President George Oponwia.
He won a CPP ticket.
My brother, what you call CPP? Well, what do you CPP?
Brother, can I say something? Can I say something like Jeremiah contradicting himself on the show tonight? And I will tell you some of the contradiction that he's contradicting himself.
Oh, the ANC person. Wait, the ANC person you text message?
No, nobody telling me text message. I'm just listening.
The man will kick you off your game, yeah. Go ahead. Don't get distracted.
The brother first said that Unity Party is a party of law. It's a party that abide by the law. Yet their own law they put in place. They went together. They put in place a law. The law said they will go for convention. Because they always talk about we have the masses, we have the numbers. Because they're afraid that when they go for convention, they will lose. They don't have the ground to even win one delegate. One before I even said two. One delegate. So when they brought in what we call black voting, brother, what in the world? You see, when election in this country, we in this country. When election coming in this country, you see the primary between Democrat and Democrat, brother, it can be so enjoyable. You can be rushing from work to come and take your popcorn and sit down to your flashing TV to watch debate among the same party members. These are the kind of thing we envision among the CPP coming up. But because of greed, because of the lack of abiding by the law, they don't want to be a law-abiding or political or people, they want to bypass the system. You see, that's why I told you the system that only work for Joseph Boyka, that the system he followed. So he brought in a system that will work for him. He went and told his people that this system will work for me. So that bring in the system. And that this kind of system that it got us to where we are today. That it got us, Jeremiah and myself, running away from our hometown. We here for the greener pasture.
No, we didn't
You
run
see
away.
that?
We
run away. We run
listen.
away, brother.
No,
We run away.
We came to seek for opportunity. I didn't run away.
If Joseph Boyka was advocating for a better system in Liberia, brother, the same system here, a same system can be in Liberia. The same system it can take place in Liberia because Joseph Boyka don't have that ability to stand against the wrong. He said one thing. Joseph Boyka said one thing. He said, Jeremiah said one thing that contradicts himself as well. He said again that Joseph Boyka, he said the example on the late that the guy that was just, how you call him? The guy that was just
Amos Sawyer.
Yeah, Dr. Amos Sawyer. He said Amos Sawyer was firm against a system that was not okay for the Liberian society. So because of that, because of the humiliation that Amos Sawyer went through, Joseph Boyka did not want to go through that. So he followed anything the people say. That's why he was following. Oh, that's what you said. That's what you said.
Oh, but
that's what you said.
You speaking for me now, or you putting words in my mouth?
Yeah, but in all fairness, guys, I think ANC and the Unity Party, they all from the same side. They're from the CPP. They're both fighting to get to where
No. Let me tell you one thing. We're not, you know, there are some people, you know, there are some people when you put in your mace, they sport things.
Honest people.
No,
wait. Men don't want.
You want to be speaking for me?
Go ahead.
You see, when we were saying this thing from the beginning that Alexander Cummings should not be involved with the CPP, some people say, because he was serving as an agent to destabilize the CPP.
Okay.
He came in to destabilize the CPP. And how he did that, that's how you know this guy is very selfish and he's not able to lead the Liberian people.
So what made you think he came to destabilize the CPP?
And he's the one that called for the collaboration. He's the one that called for it.
Wait, give me facts where he called for collaboration.
He's the one that called for it.
You were one of those
anyway,
Len. So this is how it happened. He undermined the progress of other members within the CPP when he was serving as chair of the CPP. The history is there. Every time he called party meeting, all other political party attend. All other political party will attend meeting, no excuse. And by the CPP framework in the regulations and protocols, it was clearly stated that if you are the chair of the CPP, you are the one who's press briefing.
Yeah.
When he was chair, he was hosting press briefing, people were clapping for him. When Yenbi Kama became chair, he will go take the media and talk for the CPP. He started undermining the progress of the CPP.
That's not true.
Man, look, you were told that I don't want for you to take me off. When JMB, the unifier, the most sensational politician so far in the Republic of Liberia, the man who can attract the Liberian people when he becomes chair of the CPP, he told the Liberian people, I will do everything in my own capacity, in my own weakness, to make sure I unite the CPP. The first thing that started happening was ANC Standard Bearer, Alexander Cummings, and his bad boy Musa Bedete, they decided to bring split within the Liberty Party. Trust me for one fact.
How?
How can the chair of the political party, the Standard Bearer of the political party say, I don't want you to my party headquarters. How can I tell Yan say, I don't want you to my house? Then he said that your wife invited me. So I come in there. Knowing that my wife is under my jurisdiction. Knowing that my wife, suppose I'm the head of the home. I say, I don't want you there. Then you say, I still coming to your house because your wife said Mokan.
Yeah, maybe she wasn't playing her role though, because she wasn't paying her dues. So how
Who
she
was it
never
paying
had
due?
standing.
No,
Yup, the
no, no, no,
Taga
no, no.
Lawrence.
That's not the issue.
Mm-hmm.
The issue here, we should follow laws and regulations. We should follow procedures.
It's
If it
true.
was done to Alexander Cummings, he won't like that.
It's true.
He should also be there to settle the issue or the right that was going on in the Liberty Party, but not be part of not to partake in the bigger chunk that will cause division. And he did that. He went there deliberately after the woman had press released, "I don't want you." He came there.
Mm-hmm.
When he left, it didn't fix. It only divided the party by far. So JMB say, "I will fix it. I have the experience. I have the will. I have the boss. I can fix it."
Mm-hmm.
When he became the chair of the CPP,
Yeah.
ANC Standard Bearer, the General Committee say, "You know what? I will not go to no meeting." Bro, the only way a conflict can be solved
Mm-hmm.
and handled properly
Mm-hmm.
is when all parties sit around the table to discuss. But since the United Party political leader took over the CPP, it is not coming deliberately, dubiously refused to go to all meetings. Every day there's a meeting. That's when he's traveling. He will not send no representative. But according to reliable information I will receive,
Mm-hmm.
when the inner meeting was held to put the CCP and make the CCP more strong, and it's not coming to a part of those that come on and say we should go our separate way. This thing is not working. He agreed
According to your sources, right?
a reliable source.
Okay. Okay.
He thought he was doing it at the detriment of the Unity Party. We are the biggest enemy in the hall.
Okay.
You have minute portion to contribute. You don't even have a constituency in the Republic of Liberia. Where is ANC constituent? Where is the base?
But then they never knew about the withdrawal clause within the document.
The withdrawal clause?
Mm-hmm.
The withdrawal clause is there. But the clause at the time was going through transition because of the alteration of the ANC. It's author. So the actual document have been altered in temporary.
Okay.
You know, so they brought bastardize the entire CPP framework. They made bastardize our entire framework. Up to now, he walking around, tuning apart. He went to court with somebody else. What will we do? Should we be waiting for them being in court? We're not the one that put them to court. You know the party. So we say, you know what? We have 2023 ahead. Let's focus on 2023. Let's focus on the masses and leave these people in court. We are not the one that sued them, though.
I know.
Okay.
That's the ANC. Okay, yeah. Before you come in, can you answer the question right here from Ambassador Andrew Goya? He said, "Yeah, what is coming political trademark that warrant the highest seat in Liberia?"
Well, how you doing, Mr. and Minister? How you doing, sir?
First of all, that now, you can't answer the question now.
No, I'm coming to the question. You know, I just want to pay respect to the CM brother. You know, in the building. I'm glad that he watching. CM brother, we don't. Donald Trump did not have any political trademark. Donald Trump he came from the corporate world. He came from the business setting. You know, I would just say that not everybody have to. Every beings were born as a politician. Every beings were born as a politician. You don't have to have a political trademark. But what Kumi do have is Kumi have a success history. He came from a system and he built a system where it's working correctly for people like that are taking over from him. People that took over from him, people that will continue to come. He built those systems. So those same systems, this man have traveled and he have worked with trillions of dollars around the world without no $1 being missing or $1 scandal behind him. So this is this man that coming to us. I will tell you vividly today that Alexander Kumi is a godsend to come and deliver Liberians from these parasite politicians around town. You know, from the politicians from 1847 up to this time that have gotten our system to be where it is, where a young person or a father, a mother will wake up some morning, without a hope of putting a food on the table of their children in the home. So this is a man that coming to deliver us. This is a man that coming to mold our children in the way that they will grow up. And this is the man that have coming to take the Zogos, our brothers and sisters on the street. They have labeled them to be Zogos. He coming to rehabilitate them from the street and make them a productive citizen because of his potential. Who tell you United Party or ALP? Who tell you they're stupid? They're not stupid. They saw the potential of this man. They want to put him to safekeeping. But guess what? Their political strategies fail. Their political strategy will not work.
Jan did mention something. He said the man came to the system and make a system. And there's another coming. The reason you're successful in America today, you're sitting now, let's say you're living in utopia, is because you made a system here that you're benefiting with, that what today you're eating good food, you get good thing. You follow that same system, you go to work. If you follow the system, you excel up to the highest level. If you follow all of what is in the book. At Coca-Cola, the standard was already made. Do not use Arizona Cummings.
Where was those people? Where was Joseph Boyka that started Liberia from where Liberia is? What the system he laid? What the foundation?
Go ahead. Let me come back to you, Mr. Falule.
Let me tell you.
Go ahead.
Let me say one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Have you heard the terminology? Bad credit is better than no credit. You know, when you come to this country, you don't have no credit, I have bad credit, people can still give me a car, they can't give you a car.
Because you have had credit before.
You have had credit before, they know that even though you beat the credit, credit be bad, but you understand the dynamics of how to pay some. Then the men who do not trust, they don't know anything, no background. There's the same gamble that the United States of America play when you talk about Donald Trump with that of Hillary Clinton. It's clear. They say, oh, Hillary Clinton email, they put Donald Trump there. Guess what? He only served one term. The American people started crying all over this place here. The American lose respect out of the world, all over the world. So what I'm saying is, do not do that comparison like to say that Cummings came from a system that was already established, bro. Let me tell you, it is more difficult if I go to the Republic of Liberia to work. It's going to be hard as compared to how I work here. Because the book, the standards, the expectations are there to be met. As you meet these expectations, you do your job evaluation, you excel to the next level. But in the Republic of Liberia, everything is scattered everywhere. Everything is scattered. And you can see, listen now, GMB made it there, he fixed it. Listen now. Yeah. Listen now. He had been trying, he had been part of one of the people that participated in government that have very good character that people can speak of, respect, like, let me tell you why Ellen, even people ask this question, why Ellen thinks that Joseph Boyka is a threat for which she's supporting little boy, the George Weah or Alexander Cummings. Because she feels that the man is straightforward. You know, you work with somebody, you know them. She knows that this man is very straightforward. The first thing they're not going to audit her. You talking about audit. Joseph Boyka can audit himself. People are the one reliable to audit him. So, people know that Joseph Boyka is very straight. He's a man that will deliver for the Republic of Liberia, and Alexander Cummings had no chance. So what he did was to destroy the CPP. But let me tell you, Alexander Cummings destroyed the CPP at his own detriment because his political career in Liberia is dead. I can tell you.
I disagree. I disagree, my brother. Monday, you were and the state lawyer ran away from court today. You know, they're making us believe that only one lawyer the state has in the Republic of Liberia have in the country. He ran away because why? He know the case is not in his favor no more.
Who ran away?
Oh, the Solicitor General ran away today. He said he had to take care of other cases, but the other time he didn't appear, but other lawyers appear. Because he know that the case now in his favor no more, the only strategies now he get is to safe keep or Cummings into that court system until 2023. So that's a political strategy.
So that your own analysis on the issue. that because
It's not. It's
he
not
didn't
my
do
own
today.
analysis. It is a logical analysis that you yourself you should know. Because the other time he didn't appear in court, but the team of lawyers that he have, they appear. Why
But
he
that-
couldn't do that today?
But that time he was available. Do you determine the availability of an individual?
Why he couldn't do that today? But anyway,
Yeah.
Alexander Kumi is a law-abiding citizen. He will go through the system. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
he will come out victorious. I will tell you that he will come out victorious.
We are waiting to see that. There is a criminal charge. You cannot change your document. Let me tell you, I hope
But the evidence you presented last the other time you tried to set anything from the evidence, right? And our evidence, the only evidence you was depending on to come, but you tried to something from out of it.
Who?
Now
Simas Arena say for us?
Yeah, he ran away today
Mm-hmm.
because he know the case not in your favor no more. Why he couldn't send his team of lawyer to come and appear for him? Why he take that other issue on the other side?
That's not how you analyze case.
Okay, how you analyze case? I'm not a lawyer.
Let me tell you, the men have burden of cases to tend to.
But you get him a lawyer. Is that the only lawyer the government have?
Don't worry. It should not be the issues. That man is not
No, it is an issue.
He resigned in the Republic of Liberia.
When we do critical analysis, we gotta take it from everywhere. It's not the only. We're talking about political case. This case is highly political. It's not criminal. I will tell you that. You are saying admitted on this platform tonight that this case is highly political.
I didn't say
it's highly political.
Case.
It is political, but it's a criminal case.
It's a criminal case.
It's highly political. You're dealing with a political party leader.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Why of a political party?
And
do you know the detriments of what you're playing with for the country at large? You said you lost the country. You lost the country, but you're playing with this kind of case. What a due process? What a due process in this case? Where is the due process in this case?
You and I, we are not Josh. What I'm very happy of is that Alexander Kumi is going through the process. Yeah, that's what I'm.
There's no due process.
No. You are not the one to determine what is due process. Alexander Kumi have to be found free. They asked him to produce the evidence, he refused.
Because you know ANC was a threat to you.
Listen, and we have the evidence. So we're waiting for the court to call us to give all of the evidences.
The court call you today. Why you couldn't appear? The court call you
today. That your own brother here for you now.
Wait. You know. Let me tell you, people that about them, they are the baby to the body politic. About them just growing up the year. You know, for about mobile name, the feed that Alexander Kumi is the Santa Claus. You know how they tell the child Santa come in on Christmas Day and you wake up in the morning, you see what they give, but you don't know how Santa is made of. That about them. About them believe that anything that new and glitter is gold. So they're running there. But they really don't understand the dynamics of the politics in Liberia. Because what I'm saying, what I'm saying here is when you analyze why GMB is very always calm and subtle, is that he understands Liberia's problems. Yeah, the only
because the system they're working for him.
But
so you understand it.
But guys, let us not take our eyes from the ball. Looking at 2023, do you think JMB or Alexander Cummings, one of them will surface as the next president of Liberia 2023?
I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee you JMB. Alexander Cummings had no hope.
Okay, Alexander Cummings has no hope.
No
but
hope.
But the first thing where you guarantee me
that?
JMB, no, I will come back to him to get expand. Because you know the election process in Liberia is not simple majority, it's absolute majority.
Exactly.
In the second round, you will need 50 plus 1 vote. And by then you will need supports from everywhere. Because trust me, if the opposition parties like half of LP and the ANC do not pledge their support to you, do you think you can win from that?
First of all, that's when we go to the negotiation table. GMB is capable of doing that. It is not coming. Don't have the capability. He doesn't have the capability. People don't believe in him anymore. So JMB know how to get across all aisles. And that's the reason why you see the old man have always been peaceful. Even with the division within the CPP, he always been a peaceful one. He always been a quiet one. Because he knows that it's
Being
not
quiet don't mean that you're peaceful.
Listen, he's peaceful. He's peaceful. So you and I know that that man is a peaceful old man, gentleman. So what I'm saying is, when you look at that, is that first of all, most of the people from the CDC that the disenchanted sedition, the only party they can go to that can give Republic of Liberia that they have seen is Unity Party. I see a lot of disenchanted sedition that are already laying on going to the side of the Unity Party because the people within the ANC will not give them chance because those people have the idea of your time already finished because they are break away from the CDC. So they already have the mentality that, oh, when we go there, they will not accept us as clear. So the people from that breaking away from CDC are surely leaning towards Unity Party. Then, before 2023, there will be a big split. I didn't want to say this on your show, but I will just break the ass back today.
It will be big split where?
Oh, that would be a big collateral fight. That would be a huge fight between Musa Bedete and Cummings.
Okay.
Because he had already agreed to make Musa Bedete his vice chair, and by the end of April, we start hearing the TT in that place there. The Papa will start going on. So there will be a big fight between them, and there will be a big confusion within the ANC.
Yeah, but even as that, if confusion in the ANC, that's why the ruling party praying for, because the ruling party know that the rest of you people can win if you guys are disintegrated. So with our unity, looking at the current president, he won 14 of the 15 counties.
I don't want to scratch the debate on CDC because first of all, CDC party already they finish.
You think so?
My man, CDC, La Brempo don't want CDC again. Let me tell you.
Don't say so. Don't say
so. My man, La Brempo don't want CDC.
They don't want CDC, but they want George Weah.
My brother.
Mr. Logan, can I come in?
Come in, Mr. Folule.
Yeah. You know, they put Alexander Cummings to where he is in the court today because the Unity Party feel so entitled within the CPP. And all those that are making noise around Joseph Boakai today are those kids, are those children, those young people doing Ellen Johnson Sirleaf time. They gave them scholarship. They went abroad. They stayed in school until Ellen term was over. So they came back. There was nothing for them to chop again. So the only chance they have right now, they're fighting. The only chance they have right now to put Joseph Boakai to our executive mansion. So our reading Andrew something. They put Joseph Boakai, for them to put Joseph Boakai to where, to the executive mansion so they can come and loot. Look, when Unity Party go back for the second time, look, they will be worse than those children on a job we are right now. We think corruption flying right now. Corruption will take jet plane for Unity Party, honor Unity Party second time as president or as a ruling party in Liberia. Look, guys, you can see the energy. You can see them feeling so entitled because they feel that they have the numbers. Look, you think they vote you? They vote.
We have the number, or we feel that we have the number.
Hold on.
Do we have the numbers, or we feel like we have the numbers?
You feel that you have the number. You think, for example, let me set an example in our community here. If Rufus Tati go to election today, you think the same vote Rufus Tati have they pass election. You think Rufus Tati were coming to that same vote now?
No, the number is not
No.
static. The number can
The
change
number
at
is
any
not
time.
static. It's not in concrete.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you think the same people that voted for Rufus Tati, you think the same people will vote for him this come around? No.
If the number is
No,
static, then Joey are winning 14 of the 15 counties again.
Jawia is another will not be on the platform making case for Joseph Vargas or Alexander Kumis.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because-
If you are they make it easier for us.
But Jeremiah,
Make it
you know,
easier for us.
I actually like your confidence. Do you think this Judge Ria, you know, looking at the Liberian people's situation right now, the only hope they had was this CPP that broke away. So the falling apart of this CPP, do you think this Unity Party alone can stand by herself and come to power in
Yes.
2023?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Drive me through that, Jeremiah.
Let me tell you. When you say Unity Party stands alone,
Mm-hmm.
we have the negotiation power. We have the power to bring other parties on board.
Why you couldn't
It's our
negotiate
counterpart.
for the CPP to stay?
Wait now, wait, my brother. If people that you want,
What the negotiation power was,
Listen
or
now.
where it is right now.
my brother, we come into elections. We cannot be negotiating with ANC while it is not coming traveling all over the place. It is not coming. It's a very wicked
So he's
politician. Listen,
traveling, making case for Liberia and
They
trying
not make- listen. Yeah, don't
making
interrupt
case
me.
for Liberia. Is it?
Yeah,
how you
like-
call it?
No,
threatening
don't
to you?
interrupt me because
Yeah, a
let
lot
me
of
tell you,
minutes. A lot of minutes.
men travel,
All right,
the men-
take your turn.
the
Take
man-
your
the
turn.
man
Let me
travel-
mute myself.
the man traveled to pay labias
Mm-hmm.
money to go against the government. He was not traveling on the interest of CPP.
Okay.
He was traveling to fight against the government. He paid money for them to lobby against the government. So
Okay.
if you look, what do you mean? No, Jackie, I in political, I learning right now discussing issues.
And you got us scared over here. We thought you were fighting with somebody. Hello, my brothers and sisters from Liberia.
Hello. They can't call it scientist.
Kenya.
Yep. Ambassador, aren't you call? Yeah. I think the ambassador wanted to say something.
Somebody's calling on the man. We in studio, in radio.
Yeah, you muted.
I said, where was Unity Party? Where is Unity Party negotiation powerhouse? When the CPP they put together and this Unity Party benefited from the CPP more than any other party that in the CPP.
Okay, yeah, hold on. Somebody, let me bring Andrew on. Andrew want to contribute tonight.
All right,
Yeah.
Andrew, come on.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
So you see, I've been listening to these two political commentators,
Uh-huh.
and it's fascinating to know that both of them has confidence that, to me, it's like hoping on broken pieces. Because first of all, as much as I love the Unity Party, they have proven that they cannot really put Liberia back together. If the CPP failed, then the opposition right now have to go back in the dressing room and get some coaching. Because if they cannot put, the opposition cannot come together in the first place to fight a common enemy, which is the CDC, then they have, first of all, lost every trust from people when it comes to the ability to actually govern. Because if you can't govern your party, then you can't govern a nation. If there's one thing that the CDC have had, I'm not a CDC supporter. I used to be, but I'm not again. I used to be, I'm not. Let me make that clear.
Mm-hmm.
If there's one thing that the CDC can be, let me put it this way, can be known for, it is their sense of resilience and unity.
I like that. That's true.
Okay. And so to fight those people, you need a real formidable force. Now,
True.
first of all, let me say this. Alexander Kumis have lost in the political stratosphere of Liberia. He's not. He doesn't even know the politics. First of all, he doesn't know it.
I disagree.
Hold on, yeah, wait.
I felt so bad when my brother Nya decided to liken Alexander Kumis to Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you liken these two people, then it means, first of all, Donald Trump had a lot of issues before becoming president. He went through presidency with a lot of scandal, and he's still dealing with scandal. Let us go to Alexander Kumi. Alexander Kumi have not ascended to any political power yet. We start having problems with him, alleged criminal issues with him right now. So what are you trying to say? That the same thing that Donald Trump, we experienced with Donald Trump, or we experienced with Donald Trump, pre-presidency and post-presidency is the same thing we're going to have with Cummings? Now, that is a sidetrack. Let me get to my main point.
Yes.
The opposition, both Unity Party, my brother Jeremiah, I know you got hope, like my old man Joe, but until this whole political parties come together, the roadmap they gave us of creating a formidable force that they could not hold together has robbed all these opposition parties right now of every legitimate claims they have, because their internal problem is beyond themselves. So how do we trust them? And the sad thing about it, I'm about to end. The sad thing about it is, with all these things that are going on, with the issue of Cummings, with the issue of the Liberty Party, with the issue of the Unity Party, with all these things that are going on, is giving a free ticket to the CDC to go for another term.
Yes.
Because now, look at the whole political atmosphere in Liberia right now. CDC is relaxed. They relax with their corruptions. They relax with everything they're doing over there. They really relax, sitting down there enjoying themselves, because the opposition is playing the game for them. They're playing the game for them. Okay, so I will really love if Unity Party was now going to join this CPP movement, and they were going to isolate themselves and mend their wounds and put themselves together. They would have been an alternative, knowing that Bouaka, first of all, what made Bouaka to have been single-handedly to have been a formidable force was he accepted the fact that Unity Party was corrupt. He accepted the fact that there were mistakes made in the process while they were governing. We all saw how Ellen played the game before leaving. Now, he could have easily ride looking at the current circumstances in Liberia. Okay, but putting his signature on a paper, and at the end of the day, none of them could really withhold it. And it has been a bunch of internal wrangling, party breaking here and there. To be very frank, man, we cannot trust them. And it's sad that we don't have any strong alternative right now. So if the opposition really want us to trust them, it's not about Cummings, it's not about Bouaka, it's not even about the Liberty Party. They need to go back in their dressing room and let us know that, hey, we fell apart, but we have a strong alternative. None of them has to even be the flag bearer. They should give us a positive alternative. That's what we're looking for. Until then, CDC is riding. They're riding on a white ballot. Do you
think they have the time to go back?
Well, it's politics. Okay. And most of the time, what I've noticed with Liberian politics is that things changes in the last minute. Now, let me give you a scenario.
Yeah.
When Ellen was about to leave power, CDC was afraid, because Liberty Party by then, when Musa Bility and all those people, in fact, everybody thought that Ellen was going to give the country to the late Bronsky. May he so rest in peace.
Yes.
Okay. Now, at the last minute, when things started going between Ellen and Bouaka and other people, see how there was a 360 turnaround. So it's politics. The fact is, Liberians are not satisfied with CDC. But why should we? What is the alternative? Because if the CPP cannot come together, it means there's one thing I agree with Jan. If we cannot have a good alternative, a solidified alternative, we're going to have more corrupt governance after CDC. So until they prove us wrong, what are they talking about? There are a lot of ills in society. They're not talking about it. Everybody's sitting down there like everybody is more about themselves and fighting among themselves, while national discourse has been left, undiscussed. Nobody talking about issues.
Yeah.
It's all about their internal wranglings.
That's true.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. I really admire my brothers. I like Jeremiah. He's a good political man, Brother Nyan. But at the end of the day, on a serious note, man, both parties are not alternative right now, from what we see.
Thank you, Sir Andrew Goya. Thank you so much, my dear brother.
Oh, okay.
All right. They
Hello?
call coming in too much in it. You
Hello?
are saying
Yeah.
let me defend.
Okay.
Let me
Okay. Yeah, coming for 2 minutes. Don't go to Jeremiah 2 minutes.
yes. My comparison, I was not comparing Trump and Cummings to be on the same line. I was comparing the system that brought Trump to power. Trump did not came. He didn't came from the political arena. He came from the business side. And same thing with Cummings, right? So you don't have. I'm saying my point there is you don't have to have a political or experience before you become president.
Okay.
Before you become president or before you become a good president, you don't have to be there. You don't have to have a political experience. But I disagree that how you call it, Cummings, if Cummings is an alternative. The only alternative we have in the country that I'm urging all young Liberians to turn to right now, it should be Alexander Cummings. Alexander Cummings will lay the foundation that we need for us to ride on and for our children to ride on and the next generation to come and ride on. That's it. That's the only alternative we have. Look at the man's track record. Look at the man's track record in his life. The entire track record this man had, he been dealing with a system. He been working into a system that works for people. So this man will not leave that type of system that he worked there for decades upon decades to come and corrupt the Liberian system. No, this man is when a man talking, you can see the honesty. If you really do body language sign, if you really know how to do polygraph tests, you will know if Alexander Cummings is talking, you will know that the man is speaking from his heart and he will come and deliver to the Liberian people and Liberia will get a turnaround. During those days, we heard that Liberia will call Small America and that Small America will come back under the Alexander Cummings administration.
Thank you, Mr. Jan Polule. Small America will come back on Alexander Cummings administration. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
My brother Jan is very good at daydreaming. You think you can get Small America on Alexander Cummings? But anyway, let me go to what my brother Andrew said. I agree with Andrew on a little larger extent, and I can see the reason why he playing puzzle with the politics.
Why?
And, and the puzzle he played is saying that once the CPP fail, then Unity Party and JMB don't have a hope. And I always tell people, don't keep that into memory, because there is a thing I can tell you for sure. Look, for me, let's base our argument on the Liberian people won and the aspirations of the presidency.
Okay.
The Liberian people, the voting populations, Liberian people have given up on the CDC. It is clear. Only few people will say CDC have to campaign very harder to win elections in Liberia. Honestly, they have to really campaign harder to convince the people. The people crying for rest, the people crying for electricity. No, the basic things, no light on the airport, no electricity on the airport. And this boss up to now, prior to 2023 elections, they are still living lavish life. They are still enjoying. The masses are suffering. The Liberian people are tired. The only way the people can pay the CDC-led government back is through the vote. Now, who's the alternative? The less evil. And this is it.
So who's the lesser evil in anything you think?
Alexander Cummings?
This guy just rushed. You already know who I'm talking about, GMB. And this is how it is. Let's look at the CPP, and according to what my brother Andrew said, that the CPP split, so they died the hope of the Liberian people.
Okay.
During the disjunction, the disjunction of the CPP, the decapitation of the CPP, what happened? There have been mechanism to come up with a formidable force, and then formidable force, the ideology that have come forth is that we don't have to go to primary. Because we don't have enough time. We're going to come at JMB as a ticket, and then we'll find out for one force with all other parties. Now, you're looking at the CPP to be ALP, ANC,
Mm-hmm.
LP, and Unity Party,
Unity
right?
Party. Yep.
Okay. Out of the 4 political party,
Mm-hmm.
the one with the largest capacity, the largest number is the Unity Party.
Unity Party. Yes.
I know
But
you have some-
everybody entered the agreement as equal parties.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But we still have the highest number.
It's true.
However, let's go. ALP have given us their full support, not even partial support.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the collaboration, I say it's split. So the
Mhm.
Babempo now vote for us. But the ALP gave our full support. Then the Liberty Party having their own party crisis. However, let us split within the Liberty Party. We have some and some go to ANC. Now,
Yeah.
those that went to ANC, they are the minority. They are the one that don't even, nobody going to trust Musa Belete. If you say there's an communist a good man, why all of these 4 political parties together, the only person he see to alarm himself with, the only person he see to trust is Musa Belete.
Yeah, but from the onset, Benedict Urine and Yobli Gaga, they already chose a side. So
But-
he couldn't convince them any further.
No. They didn't.
Yeah.
He make them to pick Osa. They didn't pick Osa. It was where the split came from when David Dodon said, I'm leaning towards GMB. That's when because if you notice, Alexander Coming was framed with David Dodon, he was cool. But when he said on public media that, hey, I'm leaning towards GMB, because the like a magnet, then ANC becomes threatening. So if you look at all of these, Liberty Party split, those that have the majority of the people, those that can put the masses, they are on the side of Unity Party. So are you telling me the little portion of Liberty Party that goes to ANC gave the majority of the vote? Brother, it is.
Can I come in?
By framework, it is not coming all day mess our framework or he spoiled our entire CPP. It is not coming. He brought complete delay in the CPP, break it down. So now we have the forces to come up with an opportunity that will tell the Liberian Post this is the best opportunity, and these are the people that can deliver. So we stay powerful.
Okay. All right. From your analysis now.
Come
From
in,
your from your analysis, you just said all those votes, all those delegates were on your side. Why are you refusing to go for primary? If you truly understand that
Listen,
you had the numbers, you
Unity
had
Party
the
did-
vote
yeah.
to win, why did
Yeah.
you refuse to go for primary?
Have you been following? Unity Party did not refuse to go to primary.
Yes, they the one brought
Listen
out
now.
about the black voting.
Listen now. All of the party have.
Are they not the one that brought out about the black voting?
Listen, were you in the meeting? Let me tell you what happened.
Are they not the one that brought out about the black voting?
They were not the one. Let me tell you what happened. How the black voting came about. Let me
Okay,
tell
guys,
you-
we have another caller. Let's hear from this person. Then we'll come back to you people. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know, G consistent Mars, man.
All right, let's hear from you shortly. 2 minutes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been watching the show. I guess I'm on my own is super into the show.
Go ahead.
I don't know, but you see, it's Liberian politics is just different from natural politics. You discussing politics, Liberian politics is just different. Yeah, why I say that? So you cannot say you want to be president. Then you get it out of stigma. Then people start accusing that you go, you corrupt with this, that you get out of record you. Then what kind of president say, what kind of leadership going to show now? So I get confused, right?
But it is alleged. it is alleged, though.
Yes. It's like even alleged. It's not to be on you. It deserves to be a leader, brother.
But anybody can accuse you and take you to court criminally. They still have to prosecute you.
Okay, that's what I call conviction. If you have that conviction before you go into or race, you should understand that okay, my character is clean. Even when people come to accuse you, people say that lie. But as a matter of fact, people accusing you, it means that there's something went wrong. You know, when nobody of them will come and kiss you, Loki, say Loki do something. Nobody of them will come and kiss you. And someone kiss you mean that something going on.
That's politics, bro.
My name being kiss you, yeah. For the people kiss one another in the party, I just see like it was a joke, it was a joke of country. We're not really in that country, but we're just talking here, we just
We're gonna party. You support it.
He for.
When I see no party,
Hey,
they work, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I see you, man.
So you on the side?
Yeah, I don't know. I got no position. I got call it no position. No position.
No position.
I'm supposed no party in that project, brother. Because I for nothing. To be frustrated.
All right. Thank you, my brother. Okay. So the man already get his side. The man say all the parties, they are all jokers. The Unity Party, the ANC, the ALP.
Mr. Logan, can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. You know, Joseph Boakai, again, I will go to his name of being in government, the number of time that he been in government. But I will talk about the past,
anymore.
I will talk about the past 12 years that he's
Right, I will answer you. Just hold on small. That one for Yando Lamb. Go ahead. Somebody
you can bring it. You can bring the caller on.
Okay. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, how you doing, Mr. Logan?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, this is William Akoi.
All right, make your contribution.
Oh, I'm listening to your studio guests, Jeremiah and Yan, in studio over there.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
all I can
CDC.
say is that I just make it easy for all 2023. Because 2023, I can see CDC winning the election. We expected them to come together so they can do something. At least we want to be afraid.
Jeremiah, are you sure of that?
The only reason why they don't want the senatorial election, they were because of that combination that they did, that all of them came together, and the reason why they don't want that election. Okay. But with all that, they can't stand CDC. So with Alexander Cummings on the other side, Joseph Yimon Boakai on the other side, I just care for all of them, because at the end of the day, CDC going to win the election landslide. Just by one shot.
No.
Or at the end of the day, we can see ANC joining CDC. Because ANC going to join CDC because they know
don't even say that, brother.
We will be leaving. This is going to be a long term. And right now, as it stands, I will tell you, there is nobody we get to succeed George Weah.
So wait. Wait. That's a breaking news. So when ANC joined CDC, I mean, after Joe Weah secretary, me Cummings will go as the president.
You did, Jimmy.
And that's a good political point.
So ANC coming to join CDC. So
you did, Jimmy.
Because you know that broad policy. Because it's kind of funny in a way that since Charles Taylor left the MPP, that had our party went down. So the moment the Stena Barrel leave that party is done.
So after George Weah Alexander Cummings.
Yeah, after George Weah leave CDC, I will tell you that the CDC will be done, because you will not find people voting for the man to become president. You will not find people going beyond the man besides George Weah. So at the end of the day, that's going to be it. So all I can tell ANC, we'll work on their own board, and we'll give them they will become stand-up bearer for the party when Joe Weah lead the party. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you so much. That's a good political calculation, though. I don't know how you look at it, but that's a perfect political calculation.
I disagree. He did dreaming. You know, he's dreaming politically.
You know, you know what?
Jeremiah?
Whether Akwe is a born sedition.
Yeah, he said
he's a Jowianian. I mean sedition. He's a
Jowianian.
Yeah, they get sedition, they get stupidation, they get Jowianian. Yeah, 3 categories of sedition. He's a Jowianian. The one who in CDC because of Joe, because if you listen to the analysis, he already know that the party don't exist when we are leave. That's what George Weah near. He just there because George Weah is there. I let George Weah. But equally so, I do not want to 100% erase his analysis. His analysis has some iota of truth in it, and there is a truth. That is, Alexander Comey is already very good at alarming himself with people that are corrupt and have scandals, which is the most ability. So it's easier for him to cross over.
Like the United Party.
Wait. You say was not going to be true, but I want to say why when I acquire thoughts process may alarm to reality.
Yeah.
That is the easier way for me to find my way out in the political space in Liberia is to alarm myself with the CDC. That is, second round of the election, if I'm not part of it, I give my vote to them, I give my support to them, and I become alternative to their party. We can't erase that. But if you go back in retrospect, when I was speaking, I said that CDC gave birth to ANC.
It's true.
And ANC has, for money, they have easy entry to the CDC than any other place.
It's
and
true.
I also said from the embryonic stage of our discussion that Alexander Cummings and Musa Bilete, they were agents within the CPP to cripple the CPP in the interest of CDC. Now, that's politics beyond politics. So when I could just drew our attention to that,
but depending on who that coming from, though.
Hey, can I say this?
They were agent planted within the CPP.
We've seen it to the end now. We've seen it to the
end
now.
Can I say this?
So
hold on just a second. He got to learn his thought.
So he got a point. He got a point. But that can also cause Alexander Cummings or political harm. Can cause him miasma. And how that is. When he go and alarm himself with a failed regime, to feel that he want to be vindictive against the Unity Party, the biggest event. And when he alarmed, the Liberian people also would not trust him. So that would be a serious problem for him. So he has to know how he playing. The only way Alexander Cummings can succeed in the Liberian body politic is to come back to Joseph Imam Boyka and say, Papa, I am very sorry. I apologize. Because the old man was waiting to give one term and give in the country. Because what the old man want to do is to teach the boy how Liberian politics is, make him to learn, but now he behaving a young Vodule in the area.
You're not trying to meet yourself.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
Go ahead, yeah.
But you know why I don't agree with Akwe analysis? You know, if you listen to Cummings constantly, Cummings always say, if you choose me to follow the failed system, to continue to be the way it is, and against the ordinary Liberian, then I'm not the right person.
It's true.
That's why Unity Party saw, because all those that are running behind Joseph Boakai right now to take Joseph Boakai to the presidency, these people will be audited and their property will be seized. Some of them will end up in jail with 50 years sentence in jail on Cummings. So they were afraid. They are afraid because Cummings was gaining the attention. The attention is coming to him constantly. They were afraid with all the numbers that Jeremiah just analyzed that they have all the delegates, but they still refuse to go to primary because they knew that when they go to primary, the vote will come to Cummings, and Cummings will prosecute those people. He will order them and prosecute them, those that were in any government. And those that in any government that didn't want kept pushing Joseph Boakai today. And again, one of the reasons I disagree with Akwe analysis, the same thing go with CDC. Cummings is saying our 16 billion, our 25 million, with every other thing that is going on under this government, he will make sure that it's accounted for. By auditing those people, by bringing them to the board and taking them to court, and for them to be able to answer to those things that they are taking from the Liberian people.
That's
so if they make mistake, they take Cummings to that level. Other than them, they will be making a big mistake. So these people, they will treat Cummings like a political leftover, and that's how Unity Party, ALP, then doing to him right now. they will continue to do it because why he's speaking truth to the power.
When
you're speaking truth, to power, that's what happened. That's what happened. So I just wanted to clarify that Kumis, those people would not support Kumi because of what he's saying.
I agree with David Getty. He's a successful failure.
So you see what the man wrote there?
No, Kumi is. If you say Kumi is a successful failure, I don't know what that entails, because the man is a successful man in everything he touch, everything he do it to the end, and you will see results. From his past record has shown that he has been successful throughout his life, and for a Liberian man, a poor Liberian man, to excel to the level he excelled in the corporate world, you cannot say on the platform today and say he's a successful failure. He's not. So the same attitude and the same strength that he brought to the corporate world, the same attitude and the same strength he bringing to the political arena in Liberia.
Something that just going to end the argument of the strength of the Unity Party in the 2023 election is the by-elections that are coming up in Lofa County.
Because Unity Party will not be a candidate.
That's another argument.
We ought feel a candidate, brother.
No. It's not legitimate, my brother. Registering a candidate and going through the vetting process is another thing. So,
brother, that thing. On what basis do you think we're not going to feed a candidate? All the ways to the candidate have been accepted by the election commission.
This time around, y'all will follow the law. Y'all always want to break the law. Y'all have always been breaking the law and taking advantage of the law. So this time around, the same framework. Like say we will go for primary, and y'all violated it. Y'all say you're not going for primary.
We're discussing national election that coming. We're discussing national election that coming on in Lofa County. You're talking about law. Talking about framework. The framework
because that particular law got to follow. Because that law, the same law that you violated, is still running behind you.
And Fatima family say that would be a slap in the face of Brandon Samuka if Unity Party fee your candidate in a race.
No. We are not feeling a candidate without the participation of Brandon Samuka. He's a Unity Party citizen, by the way. He's being protected by the Unity Party. You listen to the Secretary General of Unity Party, Mo Adi, when he was on the spoon talk.
Man, leave that propagandist.
You call the Secretary General propagandist? One of the girls CC politician in the Republic of Liberia at this present moment. Yeah, you guys. You see, you man. You know, don't leave
that guy. You know, the only Liberian that will listen to him and believe him is the Liberians in Liberia that in Bukonyima. Then the people that are saying that in Bukonyima, but the Liberians like in Morovia, like in Ganta, like in Bukonyima, people will not believe me.
The Lofa County elections will tell you the strength of the Unity Party.
The Lofa County elections,
there is nobody, including
the
It's obvious. The election commission is not going to deny us from feeding candidate, but nobody from any party going to put a candidate in Lofa County and win, including the president. You can't win Joseph Yuma Boyka in Lofa County one.
So if you lose in Lofa County, you would just give up on the 2023 election?
No.
Okay.
You can use that as
what if you don't see a candidate?
This now.
Go ahead.
Candidate, obvious.
Go ahead.
But there's a thing. You can use that as a scorecard.
Okay.
To say, okay, the Unity Party still get momentum, and you can also use that. It can also be used to see how much input we have to put in certain places. Because when we win the elections and we successfully feed a candidate and win the election in Lofa County, what happens is that when you look at the geographical constituency and the political constituency around Lofa County, most of the time, all of those constituencies around Lofa County that always go with JMB.
Okay.
So JMB have a stronghold in that place. And that's why I keep saying, we also have most of Radio County as president speaking under control. We have Grand Bassa County under control. And we have other constituency under control. So what do the ANC really have to say?
Nima County, Mike Gibby, Nimba, Mike Gibby, Maryland,
Nima County. Who gave you Nima Kante? You can win
Wait.
Nima Kante
I'm here. I'm talking. I'm a born
Prince
citizen
Johnson.
of Nima.
Prince Johnson will give you Nima Kante. Prince Johnson dictate who will win Nima Kante every elections.
This coming around is not true. did you listen to OKFN today?
But brother, did that thing. Prince Johnson will dictate who will win Nima Kante.
And young man called Alexander Yang
Amen.
Okay, my brother, that make it close.
Yeah.
That go to our
Okay.
community.
Yeah. Okay, we have 10 more minutes to
Yeah, man,
get-
that discuss the community stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we have 10 more minutes to end. So that ask the last question on the Joseph Boakai and the Zana comments before we can leave and go on the community issue. So 2023, if Joseph Boakai is not elected, what next?
We are Liberians and we are patriotic. We are loyal body. I always tell Yan that, and I hope Yan is learning. We will still be there to find alternative for Liberia if the government is failed.
Okay.
But if the government is working in the interest of the Liberian people, we United Partisans will give the government our full support. And that's why our stand-up bearer, Joseph Imam Boyka, has always been peaceful during the regime of George Manuel Opunwuya. You see, people say, oh, Boyka don't speak, Boyka don't speak. All people speak with wisdom. We don't cry all over the place that it is not coming. Sunday it is not coming gay, George Weah rest. Sunday he support the government, Sunday he support CPP. Joseph,
Roland, you want to come on? Go ahead. Sorry, that Fatima responded to.
Joseph Imam Boyka has been very, very stable with his politics. So what I'm saying is we are very peaceful. Regardless of the outcome of the elections 2023, we accept the outcome. But if the government is deviating from the status quo that protect the Liberian people, they protect the lives of the Liberian people, then United Party will stand up as we always do.
Okay.
If the government is in the interest of the Liberian people, we rather our support around that government to make sure that government succeed. But I can guarantee you, ANC can't do that. It's not coming, but probably be in America eating some burger.
So if Joseph Boakai is not elected 2023, what happened to United Party?
The party still remains supreme.
Okay. So it means you go prepare Joseph Boakai for 2029?
No.
Okay.
That's why we are raising young ideologue in the party.
It means after 2023 he's out.
Yes.
Okay. I like that.
I guarantee you after 2023 he's an opportunity to be a stand bearer for the party.
That's a fair
same question to me, right?
Don't rush. The question is for both parties. The only reason now, the only reason now you see we carrying Joseph Boakai posting, oh, you're carrying the man 70 days here, or the man 70 that year old. We want the men to jumpstart the economy that these boys have demoralized, the sedition. And for the person that is now coming who do not understand how to work in a dilapidated environment, it will give him very, very troublesome time. So that's why we say we bring in Joseph Imam Boakai, who have all of the expertise, and for sure with everybody within the CPP or in the opposition.
I have a man who contribute. You want him to contribute, Hottie?
Yes, yeah. Okay. I told him to call in because he was not getting on the link.
Yeah. All right, go ahead, Hottie.
Yeah. Good afternoon to everyone and to our listening audience, my brothers in studio, Jeremiah Sele, that of our former secretary, Jan Farao. Well, thank you for the time. I was trying hard to join the show, but unfortunately, there's no way. Well, I really admire you guys, discussion today about the both party, meaning the ANC and that of the Unity Party, which of course, Unity Party being a former member of the CPP. And we are trying to see how best we can get formidable forces combined with other local parties and other, former high-ranking parties so we can find a coalition to see how best we can defeat George Weah 2023. With the issue of Alexander B. Cummings, no, we still need him. I'm not here. I'm now United Party police supporter to denigrate Alexander Cummings. He still have space in our political landscape. But just the matter is that he has to be patient
you don't have to be presumptuous because into Liberian politics, when you just come in, you don't have the full skills, you don't have the full ideas. Entering the corporate sector is different from the country. Okay, it's just like the same situation with Joe. We are in all his businesses. He play football. We say, okay, let me have businesses. And then could he handle his own stations and other areas? We force him, we put him there. These are some of the disasters we are going through right now. So Liberia right now is in crisis. We can never get back into our crisis that will lead to our conflicts. These are things we have to understand. And Alexander Kumi has the skill. He's the only person ever in our Liberian history that just into Liberian politics that had that opportunity. Say, go. We are the only force that can defeat the present government. Go as a vice to the person who have been there for 12 years.
But why would you want to limit him to be a vice president? Why would you want to limit a vice candidate when he want to be president?
Mr. Logan, if you want to try, the child will not just wake up today and start walking. There's a process in life. We have made a mistake today. You see that we're into crisis today. That today, one of the greatest political commodity people dwell on to bring crisis in the country. You see rice, you see gasoline. Those things are not our people crying for these things. Electricity. You see, these things are things we have to look at. And with the kind of person leader we have right now, we believe that people believe on his popularity. When we were talking about his competency, he said, no, the popular there. Our people are in crisis. So we don't want to have that same mistake. We told Alexander Kumi, we believe in him. He's a very, very good, he might be a good leader, but you gotta start from somewhere.
But then if you wanna start that way, why from the beginning of the whole negotiation you couldn't say we will go as the standard bearer and you go second and you agree that everybody go equal?
No, that conversation was made, that recommendation was made to him. But you know why, Mr. Kumi? Mr. Kumi believed in public sentiment. Those conversations were made. Those things were discussed behind the scene. Like you and myself, you didn't even know.
But you are going by what's on the books.
Yeah, I come in. That's why you see there are some of the colleagues who are there. They came publicly and said, we discussed with them, man. We said, my man, let's do it like this. Let's start on this. Other people then dash their hope. Some when you say you want to go, but they don't rejoin you. You relinquish a position. Youngly and the rest of the other guys. You think they are not competent? You think they couldn't come out and force it? But I say this to you, my brother, and all of those who listen to us, Liberia is into a serious crisis. The country is polarized. We will not continue to get into that crisis before it leads to our conflict. Those things, it happened in the past. We're not allowed to happen.
Mr. Logan, make it.
I believe in him. I respect him. He has a good idea, but it's not to run the country, yes. Running the corporate sector is different from the country. Let us not do that. Let us not make a mistake. I believe in him. I will not criticize him. I will not denigrate some of his supporters because we still need him at time reaches. He's a good man, but if he wants for Liberia, if he believes for Liberia to change, let him relax his political ambition, slow down, calm down, go with somebody who have the idea. Just for one term. Today you talk about other people that being powerful for 12 years, corrupt people. Today you are best friend with Musa Belete.
No, but I think you've been a little unfair to him because I can go into an agreement with you. Then you tell me, say, you know, I've been into it before, so just wait and let me go one turn, then you can't go behind me. Anything can happen.
Because this is what happened. This is what happened.
This is what happened. Other videos that were there.
Just a second.
That you listen to them on many. That you listen to them on many. That you listen to them on many platforms. They said they had that discussion before even putting those things on the book. So it was something that they just put that they had that thing to protect, their members and other colleagues that are supporting them. But they didn't put it there to say, oh, the whole thing was set up. Even Liberian people see that they put their own ticket and say this it is. It was glaring. But
President, Vice President,
quest for power. Sometimes politics you have to be so presumptuous. You have to slow down. You got to start from somewhere. Today you see now the kids that equal now is damaging political career. They actually play on Mr. Kumi. It has something to do with political. Like he's young. He still have age in the favor. There's something he still has to start from somewhere. Like you go your job today, the child will not just wake up and start walking a lot. That's a process. And somebody asked
my brother, can you make a man left?
All right, go ahead. Okay. Just make a point because we
okay, let me close. The one of my senior brother asked for the philosophy of the people.
Yes.
Look,
yeah, Mr.
Joseph Boakai.
Pena.
Joseph Boakai
has all of the charisma of being a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he comes with integrity, he comes with accountability, he comes with good character. He has all of the lobbyialistic skills to change Liberia. But he cannot change Liberia one. That's why he asked for Kumi to come with him.
So what's the political philosophy? What is it that he believes in?
In terms of what?
Those are words.
In terms of what and why you believe in? He don't talk too much. He believes in action. He's a male of integrity. So that's why he's very careful. He don't just
what have you done? Action.
No. He's a principle-minded person. He wants to change Liberia. He wants for all
my brother.
He wants for our kids to go to school in time, have good food at school instead of them coming home being hungry or going to school being hungry. We have that particular skills to love it. We talk about security. Look at the amount of people that are dying. No accountability.
You got somebody voting for you already. David Gardner giving you one food.
we talk about electricity. We talk about security. We talk about better education, better health sector, good road. You understand? Today, the political commodity that people want to all be here today, causing us in the country, unrest, and all of things. We all know what happened in the past. Those things you have to get.
Somebody asking you a question when you're looking at your screen there. The person say on a JMB the CPP collapse. So how do you consider him to be a better leader?
That's why. No, you see, that's why on a JMB CPP collapse. JMB headed that particular position on a crisis. And no crisis he fought hard to maintain it, but one person. That's why when you read their framework document, they don't have one person.
Can you make network?
The network.
That's why you see they always rejected. They created a lot of issues. But JMB worked beyond the scene to see how best to amalgamate forces, to see how best to reduce the kind of crisis.
So on a JMB administration, when he see protests like the June 7 protest, how will he address that situation?
He will back up.
Or you ask if he is sent to power when he similar protest. Look, when the people come, they say they want a leader to speak. Get out. I'll give you reference. I'll give you one of the reference during early administration. When they after people that came out, they were protesting for their pay. You look for that video. Anyone at Formula Fair, she stood to her video, right? And saw the crowd. The people, she came down. You could listen. She said, "Hey, my life will be in Gija. We go, but they need to talk to me. Let me go to them." That's a good leader.
Thank you so much, Hati.
Go to the people. The people need you. They want to talk to you. Go to them and listen to that plan.
Thank you so much, Hati.
I'm not to see how to settle that issue. But you can't talk nothing. Look, this country, our country, Liberia, we will not allow anybody, we will not lead the country to a crisis. Right now, the country we are in conflict. We never lead to a crisis. So that being said, thank you for the time.
Are you going to vote 2023?
Pardon me?
Will you be voting 2023?
Oh, damn, for sure. I'll be like 2023. I carry all my material to see how best to campaign for all the people I'm supporting, both here and also in Liberia. I'm going with my forces. I'm going with everything to see how that I can make forces to see how that be successful 2023.
So you're going to buy a machine from Amazon too to do illegal registration?
Oh no, I'm not even going to that. I'm a very cool and fine young man.
Jerry Face. So that question is that.
So thank you, Mr. Look, we had to work on this.
I know we have limited time. That's why I told you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Jeremy is a good man. I believe in Mr. Kumi. We need Mr. Kumi for 2023, but Mr. Kumi needs to slow down and he reduce that political high and learn from somewhere, please. Thank you so much, and thank you to our many listeners.
Thank you so much, my dear brother. So we start with Honorable Yan Folula. Yan Folula, address that man first before I can go to Jeremiah.
Yes. You know the Jeremiah could not handle the heat from the ANC side, so he had to bring another JMB person to back him up. So that's fine with me. You know, that's okay with me. But you see, I said the JMB people, they are contradicting themselves every time they speak. If you listen to them keenly, you will see that they contradict themselves. Yes, the men are coming to tell us that JMB believe in the voice of the people. Who believe in the voice of the people? Who believe
that the people voice got to be heard. Yeah. Yeah, you coming to 4 JMB on, you said that or we did it before, we took George we are enforced George we are on the Liberian people. This is what we're going through today. Alexander B. Cummings is coming to tell you that this is what we did before. We fought George we are on the people. So this come around, let the people themselves choose who they want to go as a standard bearer for them. Let the people themselves choose. If the person fail, at least the people themselves is the people are the one that choose this pricing. And Alexander B. Cummings said that go through the proper process of choosing our standard bearer for the CPP. And Alexander B. Cummings said we'll go through a primary. The primary is the only proper process that can choose a standard bearer democratically. You know, we'll not pick somebody to put there. And Hottie coming to tell the Liberian people, let us hear that we did it before, it didn't work for us, and he want us again to follow the same trend. Yes, at the Alexander B. Cummings, every time he take a mark, every time he face the press, Cummings will always say, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. It will not going to happen.
Those are wars, my brother.
Somebody asking you a question on the screen.
That I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Yeah.
He's a U.S. citizen. That's the reason why when he go in the airport, they asking for his passport. He want to show it because he want for them to see his citizenship.
Don't distract me from my point I'm making here.
Yeah, go ahead. Make your point.
I'm addressing Hottie. Hottie telling us that we did it before. We told George we are forcing unfair George we are on us. Okay. Yeah, George, look at what we're going through with George we are. You see, why I tell you that the system that failed the young generation is the system that worked for JMB. You see, I started with my statement today on the show with that statement. The system that failed us today, like got us to where we are, like got rice not to be in the market, like got gas price to go up high today, like got our.
So what about JMB too? JMB is a citizen.
It's a system.
Oh yeah, he's a citizen of the Republic of Liberia. They won't live anywhere.
In the 21st century, the 21st century is for our openers. We get flashlights shining.
Yeah, man, I need to come out to my community before I leave.
We will not force the people on. We cannot choose an individual to force them on people. We got to go through the proper channel.
Man, Philly looking, man, give me 5 minutes. I let discuss our community issue.
So, my dear brother, go back. Joseph Boakai go through the proper channel. If in collaborating with other political parties again, I advise that you go through the proper channel of primary, of choosing somebody, of choosing that candidate to be your standard bearer. It's not because the person been in politics for long. The person have done nothing for us. He had not even advocated for us before. He just been quietly walking into the system. He taking advantage of the loophole, and he been living on it. That's what he been doing throughout his life.
Thank you so much, Jan.
What make you think he's going to bring change now?
Thank you so much. So yeah, before you close, I saw somebody post there asking if Cummings is a citizen, if George Weah is a citizen, if Madam Seli is a citizen. Why they always question Madam Seli, Cummings, and George Weah? They have never questioned Joseph Boakai about his citizenship.
It's a hard question.
All right, let's just leave that one for another day.
Why the question was to me?
Yeah, I'll ask you.
If you're asking you a question, easy question what do you that question choke you.
I'll tell you what.
That question choke you, my brother. That question choke you.
Man.
They ask the man
all right, so
I playing work.
Let's just go to our community now. Thanks to everyone who follow us. We are leaving the politics side of it. We know the politics side. Everybody love the politics side. We have more of these. We have CDC people in the community as well. We invite the CDC people as well to serve here as some of the panelists.
The people shame already. They can't come.
No, I know some CDC men anytime they would love to be part of the conversation.
And with that you bring, we bury them face down.
No, even Roland, we'll have somebody else, but if Roland want to be part of the conversation, because we can have up to 10 people up here, so that's fine.
We should do that.
That's fun time, because we can have up to 10 people on the platform here. Everybody make their contributions. All right, let's come back to our community. 2 Saturdays ago, we had the youth forum. the youth forum was good. There was a lot of gameplay and there were question and answer. We had 2 topics that were discussed: gender equality and youth involvement. Why is it necessary that the young people get involved with their own community? And let me just play 2 short little video.
Youth that want to be president, so that we all can grill them and see whether they can serve the interests of this community. I know I'm no longer a youth. You guys say I shouldn't be here, but I forced my way through just to make sure my points are heard. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Thank you.
And I thank you guys for coming. But I would appreciate if it was balanced with females.
Oh, guys feel that females should really stay home.
Y'all please bring our females back out. You're not just come out by yourself. And also, if an event is for kids, please bring your kids. These kids cannot just be stuck at home. Bring your kids. Okay? Yeah. All right, well, that's all I have to say.
So there you have it. So you see that we need more of these. People came up, and later on, before I left, the area got so jam crowded. I was like, wow. So I mean, all the people came to participate in these youth forum. So Mr. Jeremiah Sele, you're one of those people who helped to organize the whole thing. So let's hear from you first before we go to Mr. Jan Volula.
Yeah. Firstly, I want to clearly state that I'm not deputizing for the chair of the youth chair, Fatima family. I'm just speaking in my own capacity as an individual and how I viewed it. She's the head of the youth of the community, and that respect is given to her in all capacity, regardless of everybody's status quo. That is an appointment position, so we should respect our leaders. And we playing our role in this community as a good citizen. She was appointed by the president of LAR, the region I'm very critical of. And I'm speaking in my capacity again as an individual that was on the planning committee with her. I'm not deputizing for her, so I will not speak in lack of the association, but I was speaking my own and how I view things. Secondly, I want to apologize to all of you guys that expected me to be there, because a lot of people say, oh, Jeremiah, when he says something, no. You know, sometimes you are placed in a situation that is beyond your control. And as a health practitioner, it is good to follow my ethics and the laws that govern my practice. And how does that happen? When I'm sick and the doctor tells me do not go to public because what you have is contagious, it will spread, I will follow all status quo, because by ethics we should abide by the protocols and the rules and regulations that govern my profession. So I did that. But I never did that to the detriment of the community, in a sense that I communicated with the youth chair, Fatima Famula, and said, look, please don't tell the people that Jeremiah City is not coming. Since I have these health issues, don't tell them I'm not coming, because if you tell them, we kill the momentum of the program. And some people with political sass, and maybe young voter will stand and say, hey, Jeremiah, the opposition, they don't want to put again the problem and leave the girl alone. Because we have here people that have myth about some of us, and actually, so we try to at least, at least keep our composure with the youth chair, and that's how and the program was successful. But I holistically monitor and follow the program through all the program, and I communicate up to present with the youth chair. Now, when it comes to the community, we say these things and overemphasize. And the reason why I participated in this program and really work with Fatima Famula is to prove to the association by implementations that, look, you say I'm opposition for 3 years, you've been working. You've been everything Jeremiah said when Jeremiah read in a group chat is that you put gasoline on the fire, it blaze. If Jeremiah speaks, some people don't know you. They say, hey, that bumper in rule, and get loud more and just disrespect people. But if you give Jeremiah the opportunity to come to the community and work, Jeremiah can also come with a positive mindset that can push your community forward. And not just Jeremiah, all of the youth that criticize, like Horty Pittman and other people, they have the expertise. Give us a chance. Is it hard for you? Or maybe sometimes I feel people are intimidated. But what I'm saying is that Any administration that comes to power should trust the youth. Even if you can be an old man and win the next election, because the next election, I'm not going to have a wild move. I promise this community. I'm not going to have a wild move. I'm not campaigning for nobody. I say it on the biggest platform in this community. I'm not campaigning for nobody. I'm not talking for nobody. I'm a professional man. And I'm a political. I have in this community, I don't care. You can go to anywhere. I have my own political will. And so at the end of the day, what I feel is that I should clearly be on the edge, watch the political scene. I've seen a lot of names coming up, and just a lot of consulting in this community because we have taken the bullets, we have taken the shots, we have been lashed out for the young people business, and some people spoil our name so badly. So badly, I'm telling you, they don't really know us. They don't know our intent, but they will denigrate us and spoil our name. Some of us, our name is not good because of the political arena. So when we see young people now standing up like ourselves, like a come out to speak, I'm happy. And I just want to stay on the edge and leave the Liberian Association politics and at least live my life with my family and everything. That's the reason why I'm not engaging into the next politics. I can confront with people, I can give my ideas, I can give my thoughts. But to be on the front row like a young man like before, it's going to be very hard. But again, I want the young people to step up, and the young people doing this and under the leadership of Fatima family will have the first event. I can promise you, it's not going to stop here. We are working with Fatima family to start the second program. Immediately by May, June, you will hear from us. This committee will continue to be forceful to bring deliverables to this community. We will put the youth together in this community. The youth will tell the young people that, look, we respect you, you are our parents, but we want for you to give us a chance. We are qualified. Trust us, believe in us. We can increase the finances. We can expand Indiana to other cities. Who told you that the youth of Indianapolis cannot build a modern library in Liberia? What they limit their potential? Only you can limit your own potential. I'm telling you, we can build bigger libraries in Liberia. We can send logistics to Liberia. We can send supplies. But it is, you see, that man is the Secretary General for IYMA. IYMA is a political substitute to this community. They are part of some of the bad politics that have been playing in this community. The chairman is laughing.
You want to change the whole conversation now, man. I swear.
I'm just kidding.
It will get hot for it. Even it's another community discussion.
They were just kidding. So my brother, that while we're talking, I wanted to say thank you to Brother Yan, you being the moderator, G Consistent, the ex-president. I mean, like, it's happy for me to see the young. I was very happy when I see the young people reconciling themselves. The association did not reconcile, or we reconcile ourselves. We came together, and guess what? It's just the first. The first of everything can be difficult. So things will work out the way it's supposed to work out in the future. Things will work out eventually, but let's play it little by little. And I want to say thank you again to Fatima Famonde, to Rose Andrew, to Hoti Patmon. That was first time working together, so we didn't have everything the way it's supposed to be, but I promise that going forward we will do better.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Mr. Jeremiah Sele. Mr. Folula, let's go to you quick 2 minutes with the community issue, then we'll do our closing.
Yeah. First, I want to say thanks to the current administration for making a very good appointment by appointing our current youth chair. Our current youth chair, I've always believed in her since I get to know her in this community. She's somebody that always energetic about things. Every time you meet her, you and her will always talk about new things that we can do in this community to revamp the community. And I want to say thanks to the organizer of this program, or that program last week. It was fun. We had fun. It has been so long that all the youth, especially after the elections, the people that we been against those, all of us were together and having fun, playing games together. What my take from that particular event is, we have a strong, if we have a strong bond in this community, we can move a mountain. Okay. We can move a mountain. All we have to do is when they come to the line of the community issues, let's put our personal feelings aside that solve our personal feelings different and solve the community problem together. If we come together and we can't let the old people, we cannot leave them behind. The old people will always be our walking stick. We'll always turn around and go back to them for advices. But all we have to do is let us leave all those personal feelings behind us and come together, that unite and make this community a better place for all of us. I think every time I have the chance to talk, I always talk about this community is for all of us. For our kids that we're born in today, we have to lay the foundation. Like what we're talking about Liberia today, we didn't have foundation there. That's why some of us here today, we're still struggling. If we have foundation over there, we'll not be struggling, we'll be well established today. So that mistake we made, our parents made by then, we should not make the same mistake here in the greatest world we are living in. So if we find ourselves in this community, only unity can make this place a better place for us. Thank you. And thanks to the organizer of that program last week. We really appreciate it and we look forward to most of that.
Thank you so much, Mr. Young. For let's say we have one of the organizers here. He want to make a contribution. He want to appreciate the community people as well. So let's get him on. Okay. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you for looking for it. I want to add my voice to the many voices, like the Fatima family, Jeremiah Saleh, Rose Andrew, for the unique program that we just recent time, and also thank you to you too for serving as a moderator. And there are a lot of things I've taken into consideration from that program. And like Jeremiah just said, I think it's time we the young people, we need to put away our differences. We need to put away things that people said about us, how people consider us to be in the past or present. We need to work together to see. So oppression down. Listen to my way. Those people spoke directly from our heart. They try to raise some of the challenges, some of the things that is see in a physical perspective, in a before them that tearing the community apart.
Yeah.
And they set it up.
Precious Dan and my way, their remarks there, it shows that we need to do more of these.
We need more. And that's why immediately, even at Fatima, when I came home, Fatima myself told Jeremiah, calling you, I think a couple of days, we talked, we said, look, there are some things the people said. And and for me, I take it into consideration and even give me that energy that we the young people, Jeremiah myself told last night, that we need to work hard to unify the community. There are other, no, it's not just about the young people in Indianapolis. We got South Bend, we got the other areas. We can move over to unify the people, the young people. At times we have programs all over the area. So we can see how best that the community, we're not too old to rule. I mean to run this community. We are young. We got talents. We got our goals. We got our objective. But we need to work together so our older folks who maybe like somebody said, our old people can be tell our part other things. No, let's tell them say, look, those mistakes is in the past. It's time that we need to work together to move the community forward. Because some of you people getting old, you will need our times. If we are working together in hands, at times maybe I might not be around to take you somewhere, but my brother Jeremiah, because we are united. I said, Jeremiah, you home, my mom, around me. Can you help her? But if we're not united, how can we do this kind of thing for our people? So we need to put the things aside, take all of the good thoughts, put it together, work as a team, and we see our best to unify this community. And there's anything came to mind, but let me just use the platform to raise it out. Maybe it might not make sense. I contemplate on something like if we can amend the constitution that everybody is using, that everybody that contests you will have a youth president instead of being appointed position, that will be an elected position. Because whenever it is elected position, even if your administration is doing something wrong, because you are being elected by the people, you'll be able to speak out and you will not dance to their tune. Rather, you will be able to work to see how best we can unify the community. So if that will be considered, that's fine. That will give the young people or the youth president the strength, the idea, that force and that power to be able to unify the community. And like Jeremiah said, we have programs. Fatima, Jeremiah, myself, Rose, Andrew, we have some differences sometimes, but we handle it and see how best. I told every one of them, I said, it is not about interest, but it is the interest of the community. Now, young people, we want to have a united young people of Indianapolis. We don't want to have a divided young people. So if you can see me, Jeremiah said, someone that have been very vocal on the administration, we put our differences aside to see how best that our community can change. The young people can play together. They can go for party in the area and not feel intimidated and not feel provoked and other things. So that's how we are working on. There are a lot of programs coming on. And thank you for your show. And most of the things, your platform is there. Anytime we have any issue, any stuff to discuss,
you guys are welcome anytime.
Yeah, we'll come on your platform and be able to let our people know, look, this community is all we have. We believe that with the left of young Bolahu, the rest of the other guys, come over. Let us work together. Let us be innovative. Because our innovativeness can unify the community.
Yeah.
Let us put our differences. So thank you. And the program was successful. As you can see, I think your own program, you saw how much we generated.
Yeah.
And our people are very responsive, and we got other things. We got a group chat we're about to create to be informing our people, meeting or whatever, activities that is unfolding. We'll be able to be, to be part of a just united community. So thank you so much. Thank you to
Thank you so
everyone.
much, my brother. Hoti Pamo.
And Mr. Logan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that Young exhausted all our time on our funny ANC. Now our community is interesting more than that, so we have to find time to.
Yes, if you're
Yeah.
like, we can come back here
Yeah.
maybe hopefully
Yeah.
next week.
With Fatima, yeah. Because our planning committee can come out, we can tell you more. But the thing is, the main just see this. Fatima reached out to me, said, Jeremiah, we are young people, we are brilliant, and every time you guys criticize, and let me be real. You see, this community, I've learned one thing from this community. If you talk for the people in this community, you're the bad guy. And so I changed my philosophy working in this community to be like, you know what? I will do what I can do in the interest of the community. Remember, like some of these things we can see on this platform what we went through in this community. When they say, sometimes they say the horse now say they're squeaking by you. Yeah, some of us we hear a lot and we went through a lot sitting here. But at the end of the day, we always tell God, thank you for how far He brought some of us. We are humbled. We are not proud, arrogant of what people think. I told you one time in my discussion, I say, Philip, I'm just overconfident of myself. Everything I put myself in, I have overconfidence. So when I over this speak, I'm too confident of myself. People think I'm arrogant. But when you Fatima can attest to after the elections, we're better of each other. She never knew that working with me and Hoti is as easy as it could be, the end of the person. But working with Fatima too, I felt like she was a frisky lady. But working with her, I felt like Fatima too can listen to people. I just felt like she's somebody that can listen. She won't do her own thing, but she can listen. So as a leader, you have to listen. So that's the reason why I'm waiting to work with Fatima going forward, because I feel like, don't get me wrong, we have our own differences. But she can listen and she's willing to take other people's suggestions into considerations. So the only regret I have is that this administration, the delay, their ego, why people that young and Natana Mange was studying them, leave those people out. That's my regret, because they did not really enjoy the capability and the ability of the youth. They are about to leave power. Yeah, they just taste the cake. Now unmute yourself. Wait. I'm speaking. You gotta unmute yourself.
But let's just do our closing. Let's just do our closing, because it already 9:30. We have to go. Just a second. You're doing your closing. We have 2 minutes to close. So thanks to everyone who following us tonight. Though we can't call everybody names, But we want to say thanks to everyone who came up here tonight to watch these two young great gentlemen of our community, Mr. Jeremiah Sele and Mr. Jan Volule. And don't forget, like I said here, part of the community initiative. If you live in the community, come up and support your brother. Jan will be getting married August 13th at 12 p.m. So get ready and see Mr. Jan Volule. So,
Congratulations, Jan.
yeah. So I will give both of you 2 minutes each to close. But before we close, let's play our intro. All right, we are back. So thanks to everyone for following us tonight. But I have one easy plea. Just go to YouTube. You gotta watch it on YouTube. Already watching it on Facebook. Just subscribe. You know, we're building radio station that costs $28,000 in Liberia. Just your subscription, when we start monetizing the thing, YouTube adding small thing to all, Facebook adding small thing, the project will be fast. Please, you gotta watch it on YouTube, bro. Just subscribe. There just be one person have subscribed, 2 have subscribed, 3 have subscribed. YouTube said when we be 1,000, get ready. When that nickel or downstairs, it will be dropping it, will be getting the blocks and the cement for the radio station. Thank you, Jeremiah. So let's go to you to just give your 2 minutes party. Then we'll go to Jan for your 2 minutes party.
I want to say thank you
I'm gonna
very
let
much.
you go solo.
Yeah, I want to say thank you very much for getting me in studio today. It was a prompt stuff. I was not expecting to be in studio for this long, but I enjoyed the disco, and I want to say, Jan Voida, thank you for coming. You know, when we have this kind of intellectual exchange, it enhances our ability to think and to increase our thought process. And we live in this community. We have to do for our community as well. Philly looking, I always honor to be on your platform. And now I don't need to use the AI WhatsApp. I can say what I want to say. I get a platform. I can say whether it's an independent platform. Yeah, I have an independent platform I can just run to. I don't even need to tap anything on AI WhatsApp. You can keep your WhatsApp good now. Yeah, yeah. So at the end of the day, I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to the community as well and the youth for the community. We are around. We are always here. We always speak. But we also do the right thing as well as young people in this community. We have to live our example, and we are around. And to my brother Richie, I heard that you are aspiring to be a president. You want to be an aspirant, but you have not come to the oracle, so it has not been legitimized yet. And everybody names that are coming up, we are just observing, and we wish you well. The next election are coming. We wish all of you guys well. We will support you guys. My brother from the IYMA as well. You need to reinstate my membership. Those are things we need to start working on. The president is laughing. The president is my all of those things. We discuss all of those things, but I want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Close, though.
Yeah. Take care.
Care, brother.
Okay, yeah, take care, man.
Thank you so much, brother.
Go
ahead, 2 minutes.
Philip, yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for bringing us on here today to be able to talk, our mind, speak our minds here. And I want to say thanks to the community at large who are listening to us. And for one thing, since we started this platform, I said this platform will serve as unifying this community, and you are doing extremely well. We just want to say kudos to you. Keep the good work. And sometimes just take one day and just, serve as a fundraising for this platform. Like you said, the project that you're undertaking in Liberia is a $500 so we can contribute to it. And for that project, we pray that our projects, come to a fruition, so that something good can come from Indiana too, that we can boast of tomorrow and say, this is a fruit from Indiana.
And that's what I pray for. Like the way you and Jeremiah were on here with the kind of hot debate, people will be listening to it, kind of in their room there on local radio. That's what we pray for.
Yes.
And so and we will contribute to the cause, just one just say this is a fundraising day. We share it around. We invite people, that will come and contribute to it as well. Um, they continue the good work, as always. My political career have not gone down the gutter yet. I know people say my political. I just want to address that quick because somebody sent it out there and all of y'all were laughing.
Oh,
But my
that's
political
somebody,
career,
but the person, I don't know if I know the person though, because the name, I don't know the name.
man, say I don't know this name, but the
Penny
face look familiar.
Lipton David. It could be female picture, and you suggest anybody name. It could just be a random person create an account and just like that.
So
Yeah.
my political career still intact and it going strong. It going strong. And trust me, I'm hard to die, man. If you think it will be shame or will be shy away from this community. The community is all we have. We all got to take that strong stance against negativities in our community and bring our community together. I don't care who you are. I don't care what position you hold or where you coming from, which tribe you from. The other put all those things behind us and stand against negativities in our community and make the community enjoyable. This community is one of the best in the Midwest. Take it or not. When we went to Kentucky the other day, I was a proud members of this community in Kentucky. My arm will hang up. My arm will hang up passing around because what? We were unified in Kentucky. Thank you, Mr.
And
Loki.
guess what? Jeremiah said it
What?
that waiting right there, waiting, taking you a D-way. See D-way, you want jump back on. And then they right out, the man just saying that waiting. The man say, I just waiting right. I see them come on here, coming back.
I say nothing. They show finish. They show finish you. They show finish you.
Okay, bro. I see you, man. Good night.
No, the men and my brother, we on the same team now. We on the same team going forward.
Okay, that's
We
good.
got Tatiki and separate all. We Jean finish.
That's what we pray for. All right, guys. Good night to everybody, man.
All
All
right,
right. Yeah, see you. Good night.
Bye.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thanks to everyone who followed us tonight. We've been here for more than 2 hours now. It was a great show tonight, having two great sons of this community, Mr. Jan Volula and Mr. Jeremiah Sele. It was fascinating. And to everyone who followed us tonight, we want to say thank you. Thanks for always joining us. You see, this thing starting small, but trust me, it's going to be very large. It's going to be in a way where you will sit down right in Indiana as you speak. People, yeah, all in their living rooms, in their kitchen, have their small radio with 2 batteries inside. They don't need data to listen to us anymore. Time coming, consistency, like my brother can say. My brother David Grady. Hey, God, what a man need where Fidel knew according to man. I forgot about the man here. VA, I know VA. I will let out it there. Oh, yeah, me. What you said, you talking serious? I just cut away about me. So. Thanks to everybody for joining us tonight again. I will not be here again for tomorrow. I won't be here. I'll be here again on Fafe. Yeah, that it need Fafe. Hey, Fafe. Consistency, my brother. We will get it going. We will sit down right in Indiana when we're speaking. People in Maserati going to hear up. People in Margibi going to hear up. People in parts of Margibi and around Maserati going to hear us from right Indiana, yeah, when we're about to speak. And by God's help, we're going to get there. Another thing I want to speak on, but because of time factor, I have no time to speak about it. It was the rice issue. I understand we want rice. I understand the situation with rice shortage in Liberia or people hoarding or whatever way the rice situation going, that people complaining. My point is the government need to start introducing other means of survivals instead of depending on rice, because the same rice issue brought up a war 1979, the rice riot, the famous rice riot we always talk about. We need to cut that crap up now. We can just depend on one food as our staple food every time. Oh, it's rice. When no rice, then the country go into disarray. What happened? See now, potatoes. Why can't we introduce potatoes? Why can't we introduce cassava as our staple food? Why, when it comes to rice, the whole country got to be having issues? That rice has to be a political commodity. When there's no rice, we'll go to war. Or if the any government that cannot produce rice, it means your government don't have to come back to power. Let me tell you, when you go all around the United States, you hear Potassium Row House. What they are famous for? They are famous for potatoes. Agriculture minister, let's start looking at some of these things. Let's minimize the people dependency on rice. Thanks to everybody. Thanks for following me. And good night. See you tomorrow. I'm going to say on Saturday. Thanks.